トゥットゥルーもうすぐ始まるよ。ちょっと待っててね。トゥットゥルー Please wait for a moment. Stream starting soon. トゥットゥルー稍微等一等，马上就开始啦。トゥットゥルーもうすぐ始まるよ。ちょっと待っててね。トゥットゥルー Please wait for a moment. Stream starting soon. トゥットゥルー稍微等一等，马上就开始啦。トゥットゥルーもうすぐ始まるよ。ちょっと待っててね。トゥットゥルー Please wait for a moment. Stream starting soon. トゥットゥルー稍微等一等，马上就开始啦。トゥットゥルーもうすぐ始まるよ。ちょっと待っててね。トゥットゥルー Please wait for a moment. Stream starting soon. トゥットゥルー稍微等一等，马上就开始啦。トゥットゥルーもうすぐ始まるよ。ちょっと待っててね。トゥットゥルー Please wait for a moment. Stream starting soon. トゥットゥルー稍微等一等，马上就开始啦。トゥットゥルーもうすぐ始まるよ。ちょっと待っててね。トゥットゥルー Please wait for a moment. Stream starting soon. トゥットゥルー稍微等一等，马上就开始啦。トゥットゥルーもうすぐ始まるよ。ちょっと待っててね。トゥットゥルー Please wait for a moment. Stream starting soon. トゥットゥルー稍微等一等，马上就开始啦。トゥットゥルーもうすぐ始まるよ。ちょっと待っててね。トゥットゥルー Please wait for a moment. Stream starting soon. トゥットゥルー稍微等一等，马上就开始啦。トゥットゥルーもうすぐ始まるよ。ちょっと待っててね。トゥットゥルー Please wait for a moment. Stream starting soon. トゥットゥルー稍微等一等，马上就开始啦。トゥットゥルーもうすぐ始まるよ。ちょっと待っててね。トゥットゥルー Please wait for a moment. Stream starting soon. トゥットゥルー稍微等一等，马上就开始啦。トゥットゥルーもうすぐ始まるよ。ちょっと待っててね。トゥットゥルー Please wait for a moment. Stream starting soon. トゥットゥルー稍微等一等，马上就开始啦。トゥットゥルーもうすぐ始まるよ。ちょっと待っててね。トゥットゥルー Please wait for a moment. Stream starting soon. トゥットゥルー稍微等一等，马上就开始啦。トゥットゥルーもうすぐ始まるよ。ちょっと待っててね。トゥットゥルー Please wait for a moment. Stream starting soon. トゥットゥルー稍微等一等，马上就开始啦。トゥットゥルーもうすぐ始まるよ。ちょっと待っててね。トゥットゥルー Please wait for a moment. Stream starting soon. トゥットゥルー稍微等一等，马上就开始啦。トゥットゥルーもうすぐ始まるよ。ちょっと待っててね。トゥットゥルー Please wait for a moment. Stream starting soon. トゥットゥルー稍微等一等，马上就开始啦。トゥットゥルーもうすぐ始まるよ。ちょっと待っててね。トゥットゥルー Please wait for a moment. Stream starting soon. トゥットゥルー稍微等一等，马上就开始啦。トゥットゥルーもうすぐ始まるよ。ちょっと待っててね。トゥットゥルー Please wait for a moment. Stream starting soon. トゥットゥルー稍微等一等，马上就开始啦。トゥットゥルーもうすぐ始まるよ。ちょっと待っててね。トゥットゥルー Please wait for a moment. Stream starting soon. トゥットゥルー稍微等一等，马上就开始啦。トゥットゥルーもうすぐ始まるよ。ちょっと待っててね。トゥットゥルー Please wait for a moment. Stream starting soon.
わ、わわわ。Can everybody hear me? Wait, did I turn the BGM on? Can you see us? Can you hear me? Jemi, say something.
Hi.
How's
Hello?
the audio? Hello everyone. Second collab ever on my channel.
Yay!
Can you guys hear the BGM and hear us alright? All good? Alright, Jemi, you wanna introduce yourself to my chat?
Yeah, sure. Hello, everybody. My name is Jemi Roca. I am a flower spirit VTuber. I do a lot of, I dabble in music, and then I also do a lot of like JRPG streams, so Genshin, Okay Star Rail, a lot of like the same as Edu. So I think that's how we kind of got connected anyway. But yeah, I'm excited to talk about Shoujo Boys today, though.
Shoujo Boys!
Yeah!
こんばんは。今日はコラボです。少女漫画の男キャラクターをランク付けしますよ。We're gonna be ranking all of these boys. Can I get a confirmation before we start getting into tangents about the characters if the audio sounds alright? It looks fine from my OBS screen, but just so that I don't repeat the same mistake that I did last time. 音量の方大丈夫ですか？いい感じ？バランス。BGM と声のバランス。Hello Suzu, let's go! I needed like another girly in chat. We need...
Yes!
Let's go! Gonna be lurking to be educated on Ikeme. Let's go Yuki, we're gonna teach you so much. We're gonna teach you so much.
You're gonna walk away with so many recommendations.
So
many
many.
good boys.
Yeah, there's a lot. I made this list myself actually. So there's a lot of boys. A lot of my favorites here too. Oh my god, nobody is confirming whether the audio is okay. Hello, guys? can somebody tell me if the audio is fine? Zaika-san, konbanwa. Hello. How well versed are all of you in Shoujo Boys? Okay, so today, our categories are the bestest boy. I love him so much. I like him. He's a good boy. He's a bad boy, but I'll take it. No, and forgettable. Audio's okay? Sounds fine? Okay. Alright, we can get into it then. I don't even know which order we should do it in. I guess we can start with whatever is at the front.
I guess, yeah.
Alright. Yeah. Damn, forgettable. We last minute added this category.
Forgettable. Some are just so good.
はい、じゃあ早速行きましょうか。Alright, so the first anime we have here is 神様はじめましてを始めました。神様 kiss?
はじめました。
はじめました。We have Tomoe and we have Mizuki.
Oh man.
Alright.
We're starting off hot, huh?
Yeah, because I know you really like this show. So, what are your thoughts?
Oh man, okay. Well, if we start with Tomoe, here's the thing. Because Tomoe is definitely a bad boy.
Okay,
and at first, I don't know. At first, I was just like, I was like kind of not into him at first. Because I was like, he's rude. He's really mean to her. But he warms up so well.
He's kind of a tsundere.
Yeah. I think at that point, I was just like awakening.
I wouldn't call him a bad boy. He's just a little, what do you call, like, teasy. Like, he's not really a bad boy. I like him.
Yeah, I'd say I like him.
There we go.
Or I like him or I love him, but I wouldn't say bestest boy.
Not the bestest boy. This is gonna be so hard because there's so much bias in it. Like, do we look at this objectively or do we look at this like based on our taste, you know?
Right. Well, it's our tier list. We can do it for our taste.
Well, good morning to you both from AX, working and can't watch but have a great stream. Thank you, Himawari. Good luck working at AX.
Have fun over there.
Anybody else in chat have watched Kami-sama Kiss and have an opinion on the two main boys? Because I'm a Mizuki enjoyer.
Mizuki is fun. He's such a good boy.
See, personally, this is for me, but like that's a bit biased, you know.
I'd probably okay. I'd probably go. I love him so much. I wouldn't say bestest boy for Mizuki.
Okay, yeah. It's a bit
Just
too high. True. We have to save this for the true bestest boy.
I know, right? I was like, oh, we might end up putting a lot in the bestest boy.
If you haven't watched this show, who do you guys like more based on, I guess, character design? He's a snake boy, he's a fox boy, basically. Snake or fox?
Snake or fox?
I think
man.
Tomoe is like the tsundere, who's like kind of cold and bossy at first, but like, you know, like
Then
he
Mizuki
warms,
is like
when he
the
warms
genki
up to you, he's kind of sweet.
Uh-huh.
Both look sus, okay.
Wait, what?
And then Mizuki's like the cute one, you know. If my chat knows my taste, Mizuki's the cute one, kind of playful, cute one. He's the second lead as well. No wonder he's my favorite. He's also voiced by Okamoto Nobuhiko-san. And this is a Tachibana.
Wait, is it
Shinnosuke-san.
really?
Yeah, he's voiced by Nobu.
I didn't realize he was by Nobu. Oh, shoot.
Nobu's like cute voice gets to me every time because all he does is voice ksa characters nowadays.
I know. That's why I was thrown off. I was like,
Guys, can you believe the era when Okamoto Nobuhiko still voiced cute boys and not just saying like ksa all the time?
Wait, do you really like Genki boys, Eru?
I wouldn't say
Is this what I should be
genki is the
prepared
right
for?
word. I think it's more like cute. I prefer like cute over hot, if that makes sense.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, but yeah, guys, you should check out Kami-sama Kiss. I think it's really good. Highly recommended.
No, the plot's really good.
It is
I would
really
say
good.
I'm going to be that person and say the manga is
I wonder
better.
how many out of this list are gonna be the bestest boy.
I see a couple on there already. So
What's it about?
I guess
Okay,
I'll get
how would we quickly explain Kami-sama Kiss in like one sentence?
one sentence.
Or a few sentences.
Girl accidentally becomes a god of a shrine and is protected by Tomoe, who is a fox yokai.
Yeah.
But they have to seal their contract by kissing. That's why it's Kami-sama Kiss.
Girl accidentally becomes a god, meets these hot animal boys, and then the supernatural beings, and then romance begins. That doesn't sound interesting at all. But no, it's really good. This one I actually do highly recommend. It's not like the top one I would recommend out of this list. I will let you guys know if there's one that I like. You must watch.
Yeah, I would say that too.
I wouldn't say this one's a must watch. It is really good though. I do recommend. Alright, I guess
it's like a staple shoujo.
yeah, it's quite an iconic one. Alright, next we have Ao Haru Ride. Oh my god,
Ao Haru
guys,
Ride.
this is one that even my chat should know. You might not be able to tell from the manga art style, but this is Ao Haru Ride. We have Ko and I have Toma. Alright, I have a really hot take on this one. Jemi, I'll let you go first.
Oh no, you go first. Oh,
No, you go
me?
first because I have a hot take on
okay.
this. What do you think? Cool.
Okay, so like the problem with me is that I have like a bias towards like fated meetings and like, you know, destiny. But Cole was like I think I liked their situation more than I liked him. What's the problem? He's a no for you?
What do you think?
Oh man, like because I think I was biased towards him just because he was the lead. But if I were to look at it more objectively, probably no.
No,
or he's a bad boy, but I'll take it.
Like it's kind of weird because I can't really call him a bad boy. Like he's a good boy, but he's a no.
Yeah, he's a good boy. He's just
always a big
like,
no for me. Oh my god, Suzu agrees. I can't believe you guys agree with me. Hello, M. シェンさんもありがとうございます。ごめんね、今日多分ね、英語多めになると思います。I didn't explain that we're gonna be mostly speaking in English today. How much Japanese can you speak, Jemi? Should we Japanese practice?
ちょっとI did study Japanese before, but I can when I went to Japan, I was pretty much speaking only in baby speak. So people met me halfway.
今、青春ライドの話してます。コンエル、Hi, Magiru. We are currently on 青春 Ride. Okay, what about Toma then? What do we think of
Toma, I think, was a better match for her.
Yeah.
I thought he was a good boy.
Yeah, I put him in like, he's a good boy, I like him. Or like, I personally really like him, but he didn't get much screen time. Like, he really got pushed to the sidelines.
I was so sad because I was just like, he's so devoted. What was that your hot take that Ko belongs in No?
Yeah, that's my hot take. No, because I'm surprised you and like Suzu all agree with me because Ko is so popular in the like shoujo manga community. Like not just people who watch the anime, but even people who read the manga. Like I looked up a top shoujo boys of all time like Japanese ranking, and he was like number 3 or something. And I'm like, bro, these girls need like better taste.
I mean, I guess he's just like the mysterious, brooding, quiet type that people like, but I'm like...
I mean, he's voiced by Kaji Yuki, which makes me feel bad putting him in a note here, but like, you know...
Kaji Yuki and the main character syndrome.
What are your favorite character types? Hi, Rathead. You'll see, we have this many boys to get through. You'll probably see both Jemi and my type by the end of this stream.
Yep.
But yeah, I've definitely preferred Toma over Ko. If you only watch the anime, I just realized, you probably won't even remember Toma because he only appeared in the OVA, I think.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he only appeared in the OVA. And the only scene you get to see is like the scene where Futaba accidentally grabs somewhere she's not supposed to, and then it's really awkward, and then it just ends.
Oh my gosh, is that all they did? Man, they did Toma dirty.
They did.
What?
The only scene he got was
no.
a scene of like Futaba accidentally like tripping on him and like touching somewhere she's not supposed to. That's the only scene that I remember from the anime.
No, oh my gosh, Toma had so much time in the manga. They just cut it out.
This is a read the manga moment, guys. Read the manga. Well, actually, no, don't. If you read the manga, you're gonna hate Ko. That's what made me hate Ko. He was fine in the anime. But like...
Yeah, he was fine.
In the manga, he like... Ko-kun はね、優柔不断のところがあんま好きじゃなかった。青ハライド見てなかった。あ、ぜひ見てみてください。アニメは結構いいと思います。You know why you should watch the anime? It's because the main leads are CV Kaji Yuki and Uchida Maya. That's why you should watch it.
Yep.
But yeah, don't read the manga. It's gonna ruin it for you. He kind of is very indecisive later on in the manga, and so is Futaba, and they hurt a lot of the people around them. Toma is one of those people that get hurt because of kind of how selfish and Ko and Futaba are, in my opinion. So I don't like Ko. He's hot,
you know, I think...
but no thanks.
I think I got desensitized to it because I read Kimi no Irumachi, and like that is. Have you read that one or watched it?
I think I've seen it a little bit.
It's kind of that. It's kind of like that, the indecisiveness, but then times 100. And I was like, oh, why did I spend my time reading?
I don't like indecisive characters, so sorry. Any core enjoyers who are watching or will be checking out the VOD, feel free to leave a comment and fight us, but core is a no. Alright, next
I'd love to hear the arguments.
No bestest voice so far. It's okay, only 2 series so far. So, next is Gaku and Alice. Have you
Gaku and Alice
or read this one?
I read it a long time ago. And I know one of them is named Akito, right?
It's Natsume and Luka, the 2 main two. Natsume, Luka.
And Luka. Okay. I got confused with another
chat,
series.
Guess which one I like. My chat will know right away which one I prefer out of these 2. It's so obvious. But yeah, who did you prefer, Natsume or Luka?
I think I preferred Natsume. Because I was definitely into like the bad boy type before. Who's like very protective.
He's a bad boy, but I'll take it.
He's a bad boy.
Yeah.
But I agree, Luka would probably be a better pick.
Blonde, yeah, crispy nose. Clearly, out of these two, Ruka would be my favorite. I love Ruka so much. I love him so much that I almost would like put him in like my top favorite characters of all time in my anime list. Like,
really?
yeah,
Oh my gosh,
I
are we getting to
really, really
bestest
like
boy?
Ruka.
Are we getting to bestest boy territory?
But I can't put him here just for my opinion. This is our tier list, you know, sir.
I know, but I'm trying to remember what happened with Luca.
I actually would put Natsume here as well. It's like, it's hard because he's a bad boy, but Natsume is so good. I really like Natsume.
Yeah.
But like, he's not a good boy.
I mean, the bad boy isn't what should bring him down, I think. But honestly,
yeah,
I would
both
put
of them
both in. I
deserve
love
to
them
be
so
here.
much. They're both good.
They both deserve
Yeah.
to be here, honestly.
I'm
Natsume
very
is also a
cute.
tsundere, but I like him even
Yeah.
more than Tomoe. He's like,
He's a more palatable tsundere in a way. Not that Tomoe is like hard to take, but
he's a bitch in the beginning, but the way he softens up is, in my opinion, more satisfying to see than the way Tomoe softened up, if that makes sense.
yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, he do be a bitch in the beginning though.
Yeah, no, he was real.
It was
was
really,
really
really mean in
bad.
the beginning. He literally like refused to call Mikan by her name and would call her by like the pattern on her panties, if I remember.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
crap.
he called her like strawberry print for like the majority of the beginning of the series because he refused to call her by her name.
Time for me to go back and read Gaku and Alice. I
Gaku and
forgot
Alice
about
is
that.
really good. Highly recommend checking out Gaku and Alice. I'm just gonna be recommending everything, but Gaku and Alice is really good. I hope it gets like a remake one day, like Fruits Basket. The manga goes into so
Please.
much depth. It really needs a remake.
The full adaptation instead.
Yeah, we need a reboot of the whole thing. One of the tsundere boys that I like. Yeah, Natsume is a really good tsundere.
Tsundere done right.
Alright, what do we have next? On the old series, we have My Little Monster. Who has watched
Okay.
隣の怪物くん? これは隣の怪物くん。さっきのは学園アリスですね。I actually don't remember My Little Monster much at all.
Okay, I was about to say, I also don't either. So I would put Blondie in Forgettable, unfortunately,
Oh, no.
because I don't remember. But do you remember him?
Okay, I don't remember them that clearly, but I do remember I was one of the rare people who preferred the blonde guy over Haru. I think his name was like Yamaken. They called him like Yamaken.
That sounds right.
Yeah, he's the good boy that studies. I'm like, I like good boys who study. He was the honor student who has good grades is what I remember. And I remember I preferred him over Haru because Haru is more of the bad boy that like skips class.
Yeah.
Remember him
Which is,
jumping
like-
out the window? Oh no.
I remember him jumping out the window. I remember him pouring like juice on the main girl. I can't remember her name. On Shizuku.
Both of
and I was
them
like,
go
what is
unforgettable.
happening? Unfortunately, yeah.
I know
Okay.
Haru was really popular, but
Yeah, but I kind of think he's well. Okay, maybe this is a hot take. I feel like he's like the popular for the same reason Kyo is popular, or he was popular in the beginning.
huh, okay.
I mean, Kyo is still popular, but like,
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
chicken left a stronger impression on me in the show than any of the boys did. So I guess it's like
damn.
I guess if chicken leaves a stronger impression, then both of these boys are kind of forgettable.
Forgettable. Yeah.
Haru was a walking red flag. He was kind of. There's a certain scene in episode 1 that's pretty questionable, so I don't think I ever really liked him. Sasayang.
I remember
yeah.
that. I remember now. You're right.
Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot Sasayang. I think Sasayang was my favorite. How did I forget to put him in the list?
Was Sasayan the baseball guy?
Yeah, I think
He was?
Sasayang
Oh my
was
gosh, he
my
was good.
favorite. I was like, who are the boys in this show again? Don't remember. Puts the main two. Wait, no, Sasayang is the best boy.
Sasayan was good.
I didn't even include him in the list. Oh, well, it's too late now, but just know that I think from my memory, Sasayan was my favorite. He's
I would agree with
not,
that.
because
He was
I
fun.
couldn't remember who were the boys in this show. Yeah, Sasayan was my favorite, I think. So I guess
I'd agree.
the main boys in this show would both be forgettable. Sorry.
We'll put Chicken in Best Boy and Sasayan in.
Yeah, Chicken would be our
Fair
first, the
too.
bestest boy. Alright, next we have
Okay.
the guy from Say I Love You, whose name I don't even remember.
It's also Haru. I'm pretty sure. Hold on. I'm checking.
Wait, his name is Haru as well?
Yeah, and there's so many Harus
Why
on
is
this
everyone
list.
called Haru?
Wait, hold on. Maybe I'm wrong. Yamato, sorry.
Oh,
Okay.
Yamato, right.
I'm making that
That's,
up.
that's a
Yeah.
pretty basic name as well.
Yeah. Wait, did you put him in Forgettable?
Is he not though? Okay. I mean, this show only really
Do you
had
rem-
one main lead, so I guess I can't call him forgettable. What do you think?
I would say, honestly, I kind of liked Yamato because he
Ooh.
tried, but he did some of his mentality's kind of off. I would say a good boy though.
Is he a good boy? Okay, maybe I just
Personally.
like forgot the details of the show, but like, if I remember, he was pretty pushy with her. Like,
Really?
I feel like is my memory just wrong? Anybody in chat watch Say I Love You? Because from my memory, I think he was kind of pushy with her. Like, it was always him initiating, like, you know, let's do this. And then it was always him, like, initiating, touching her and kissing her. And it felt really one-sided from my memory. Like, he wasn't forceful or anything, but it felt super one-sided. And I didn't really like their relationship, is what I remember.
That's fair. Because in the beginning, I mean, he was like, "Oh, I really like you," and the girl was like, "Stay away from me." I think because she was just like, you know, popularity averse. Because he was like super popular. But I don't remember him being pushy. But maybe okay. Here's also my flaw. I don't notice things until people point it out to me. So maybe if I go back, I'll be like, "Oh yeah."
I think
It's
I'm
there.
gonna need to rewatch. Like, he wasn't. I guess pushy is the wrong word. I think it's not the problem with Yamato. I think it's the problem with like their relationship. I didn't like their relationship because it felt really one-sided. Like the girl never really did anything. It was always a him doing something, is what it felt like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like their relationship dynamic is basically him just taking charge and she just does whatever.
Yeah, he was always
Like-
taking the lead, which like doesn't make him bad. I guess it makes me not really like the girl. I didn't really like the girl from Say I Love
I didn't
You.
really like the girl either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was a good. Who's he voiced by? That's important.
Hold on, let me check.
Who was he voiced by? I don't remember.
He's voiced by Sakurai Takahiro.
Oh my god.
Like, wait. Well, yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait, did I lose you? I can't hear you anymore.
If you know, you know. Oh, I think
Yeah.
Discord like noise suppressor probably cut me out because I was screaming. I was screaming in pain. I all I can say about that information is if you know, you know. I kind of want to put him in no tier them now,
I
but
know, but it's
No,
not.
no,
It's
no.
not Yamato's fault.
it's not Yamato's fault indeed. All right, moving on. All right.
Oh man.
Next we have, I believe his name was Mochizuki.
Yeah. Is it? I'm pretty sure. I just know it's Mochi. Mochizo
yeah.
Tamako Market, right?
Oh, it's one of these three. I
Yeah, it's
really
Mochizo. I liked
Mochizo,
him.
Yeah, I really like him too. He's just
But, like, I don't know that he's the level of I love him so much.
True.
Like, he was just pure wholesome.
he's
Nice
a really
boy.
good boy. Also, childhood
Yeah.
friend.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Childhood
You like the childhood friend trope?
supremacy. I love childhood friends.
Me too.
They're the best.
Yeah, I would keep him in. I like him.
Yeah. I guess he's like, there's nothing that I don't like about him. And at the same time, there's nothing in particular that I can pinpoint that I really like about him. So I think I like him is about just right.
Yeah, no, I'd agree.
He's
I
just
think
like a
he's
really,
like the
really
bar.
good boy. Yeah. There was nothing in particular that stands out about him that pushes him to a I love him so much. He's cute, good boy.
He's cute.
And childhood friend.
Good botanical. And childhood friend, yeah, that's good. That's what he has going for him.
Alright, what else do we have?
Okay.
So we have
Oh,
Zen and
Zen.
Obi from Akagami no Shirayuki Hime.
This is hard.
Okay, this is gonna be another interesting one. All the ones where there's like a lot of boys to choose from are interesting. So, Jemi, are you Team Zen or Team Obi?
I'm Team Zen 100%.
Alright, we're on different teams again.
Oh, really? Wait, okay. Like, so I know I like Obi, but I wonder why I kind of wonder. I've never asked a person who's on Team Obi, why do you ship Obi more?
Okay.
Or what is the appeal?
I'm gonna have to organize my thoughts. I don't think
I'm
I
like,
necessarily
he's fine. I like
ship
him.
Obi with Shirayuki more. I just like Obi as a character more than Zen, is how I feel. Don't remember much from this show. It did have like 2 seasons.
Did have 2 seasons. It didn't really. Well, I was gonna say it didn't really delve into the meat of the story. I guess manga-wise it hasn't, but it really just focused on like Zen and Shirayuki's relationship.
Suzu's Team Zen as well. Oh no, nobody's on my side. Anybody on my side?
So I'll concede because, well, not concede, but because like I think I like Zen with Shirayuki more, but as a character, Obi is way more fun.
Okay.
But I do like Zen as a character also, but I think I like him more with Shirayuki. But Obi is a better standalone.
Must be hair preference. See, Cross, you say that. Did you know that Zen is the one that has white hair? See, my chat likes to assume that I just like every boy who has white hair. I'll have you know, out of the boy who has white hair and black hair, I like the one with black hair. Okay, this is Obi. This is Obi. This is Zen. Okay, okay. I'm on the team black hair boy this time. What's it about? It's about a prince. Zen is a prince, and there's this girl who's what is Shirayuki's official occupation? Pharmacist? I don't know.
She's a pharmacist.
Yeah, and they fall in love. Is that the anime called Shirayuki? Yeah, the full name is called Akagami no Shirayuki Hime, or Snow White with Red Hair is the full name.
Like the first chapter is very loosely.
テニスの王子様はスポーツシリーズですね. Somebody in chat said they've watched Prince of Tennis, but that's a different prince. That's a sports anime. But yeah, alright, what would you give Zen? I like Zen, by the way, don't get me wrong. I just much prefer Obi over Zen. This is another hot take I have. Zen's like he's a good boy for me. But what about you?
I would say I like him. He's between I like him and I love him. But I like him, I think, works for both of us.
It's like, let me try and organize my thoughts about Akagami, because this is one I have a strong opinion on, because I think overall Zen is more popular. I guess I can't say much because I haven't read the manga like too into it. I've only really watched the anime, but from what I saw in the anime, I didn't like how fast Zen and Shirayuki's relationship progressed, because they kind of, because it's supposed to be like almost like a fairy tale kind of scenario, right? Because it's literally Snow White with red hair. Shirayuki's name is literally Snow White, and they meet each other and are kind of just like immediately drawn to each other, if that makes sense. And yeah, I hate love at first sight. I don't believe in love at first sight. I don't like love at first sight. I really dislike it when romance begins because two people meet each other, see each other, and then somehow are just immediately drawn to each other. Like I know they go through a lot together, and you know they get to know each other as people, and that's how they slowly get closer and closer. But I still don't like the fact that they kind of just started off with that initial attraction, whereas Obi and Shirayuki started off as like friends more, if that makes sense.
I see that.
I prefer Obi.
I guess... No, that makes sense. I think the way that I read it was like they had Zen and Shirayuki kind of start out as friends too, but it was more accelerated. Obvi, because I guess they're the main ship, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I think Zen almost has a prince debuff. It's like because he's a prince, he feels less like an equal with Shirayuki. Like I know that's like a really important thing that they explore in the show too. Like Shirayuki sometimes feeling like maybe she's not worthy to like be with him, I think was one of the big things they explore in the show. And I think I just found so much more comfort in Shirayuki and Obi's relationship because she was able to be more of like an equal with Obi from the beginning. Yeah.
No, I can see that. I would say they're both kind of they're equal for me for sure.
They're both good though. Yeah. I'd put Obi here. You'd probably put Zen here. So I guess we'll take it in between. We'll both put them in this category.
That works. That works.
It's also okay, guys. I have to say this again. Obi is voiced by Okamoto Nobuhiko-san. I am extremely biased towards any character voiced by Okamoto-san. Okay, like Mizuki as well. Obi's voiced by Nobu, and it's Nobu's like more casual, teasy kind of voice. Again, back then when Nobu didn't only voice Ksa characters, I miss those days. I miss those days.
Wait, so is Nobu or is Kaki your favorite seiyuu?
Oh, Kaki is my favorite seiyuu, but I really, really like Nobu as well. And I think I got into seiyuu around the time when Nobu was in a lot of shows. I mean, he's still in a lot of shows, but yeah, back then he wasn't doing like just star characters all the time. He was in a lot of shoujo. So yeah, I like a lot of shoujo boys voiced by Nobu. So yeah.
How many of him are on this list?
There's a lot of Nobu characters actually. He's a Nobu character.
Oh, he did. I did not know he did that, actually.
There's a lot of Nobu characters. Actually, no more on this list, I think. But yeah, Nobu's in a lot of...
Is he not in
shoujo.
Katarina?
He's not, actually. No.
I thought he was for some reason.
I wanted to include... Oh, he's also Usui. How can I forget? But yeah. I was gonna include Yumeiro Patishi as well, but I didn't see it on your anime list, so I didn't include it.
Oh yeah, I hadn't watched it yet.
Yeah, he's also the main in that one. But yeah, I guess we'll take it in between and put both Zen and Obi. If anybody is interested, check out Akagami no Shirayuki Hime. I would like to know if anybody is on my side. Obi has better development. I think so too. I don't know. Zen just... I'm gonna like piss off all of the Zen fans. I don't wanna say
Be
this.
careful now, Edu.
No,
there's a Zen fan right
I
here.
really like Zen, but he's just not as interesting to me. If that makes sense. He just feels like
Okay,
the
I
Prince
understand
Charming
that.
character, you know? Like there's nothing I don't like about him, but at the same time, there's nothing I like about him, is how I feel about Zen. He just feels like a really typical mold for like the Prince Charming character, if that makes sense. Oh my god, Suzu's gonna bonk me. I don't know, he's just a really typical Prince Charming character. Like maybe I'm not into Prince Charmings. I don't think I ever liked the Prince Charming character. Like if we're talking Prince Charming, there's also, you know, Geodudo from Hamefura. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Geodudo. I don't dislike him. I like him, but he is probably the lowest.
He's like just okay.
Yeah, he's like the lowest out of like all of the Hamefura boys for me. That's how I feel towards Zen. He's good. I don't have anything I dislike about him. He's a good boy. I like him, but like that's it. Like he doesn't
He's
make
just
me
okay
feel
for you.
anything special. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
So we got
Prince Charming, and I didn't talk about the next one on the tail. Another literal prince.
I was looking at that. I was like, wait, okay, so I can't see it. Who is this?
Alright, this is the main character from Mushikaburi Hime.
I just started watching that!
I saw it on my anime list, so I included him.
It's funny because, like, when I was updating it for this collab, I was literally watching it as I was updating my list. So, yeah! I really like him!
What do you guys think?
Like, okay, I'm midway through the series, but I'm probably personally between, and maybe this is recency bias, between I love him so much and I like him.
Okay.
Because, I don't know, I'm really into Get Moy, so it's like...
What is this anime about? Oh god. We're gonna have to try our best to explain the show so we can sell it to chat. This is another historical shoujo where it's between like a prince and... Wait, was she a princess? Or
Wait,
was she...
Hamefura or Mushikaburi?
I think Mushikaburi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How do I explain it? It's like a historical shoujo where the main guy is a prince.
Basically, you want me to describe it?
Yeah?
Okay. So, Mushikaburi Hime is about a girl who she's a bookworm. She really likes books, and apparently her family also really likes books, and they just retain a bunch of information from them. So, this is not a spoiler, because I think they reveal this in episode 1. Yeah, because they are, in a way, childhood friends.
Oh my god, you just reminded me they're childhood friends. He should be in the bestest boy category.
I know, that's why I was like, I think he should be higher, but like, I don't know what you think of him. But like, he meets her in the library and falls in love with her because she actually like scolds him about like respecting books and stuff. But it's funny because he has been pursuing her this whole time and she does not remember any of this.
It's like, I do remember liking him a lot, but I feel like I'd be contradicting myself if I just went off about how I'm not a fan of Prince Charmings and I put him higher.
But he's not like he's not always proper though, so that could be. I
feel like the fact that he's voiced by Kimura Ryohei like pulls him up a bit higher for me, because let me just say Osaka Ryota, who voices Zen, has a really good boy kind of voice, like a really like proper, clean, elegant, good boy vibe kind of voice when he voices Zen. But when it's what was his name again? Oh my god, I forgot his name. I just remember Denka.
Denka. Mushika.
What's his name? Because like she keeps calling him just like, you know, Denka. I don't remember his actual name. But like, yeah, he's voiced by Kimura Ryohei.
Christopher.
Oh yeah, Chris. Okay. Yeah, Christopher. Yeah, him being voiced by Kimura Ryohei gives him more of a playful kind of vibe. Like, yeah, he's a prince. Playful. Yeah, he's a prince. You know, he's like the top of the country, but instead of just like elegant, proper vibes, he gives kind of playful, teasing vibes, which I do like.
Yeah, he flirts a lot with her.
Yeah,
and I'm like, yes, give me more of that.
Yeah, but I agree with Nicholas actually. I think in Mushikaburi Hime, Ellie stood out to me more than Chris did. Like,
oh yeah,
I just like Eddie.
Eddie's a good like shoujo protag.
Oh my god, that scene where she just like hit that guy with the book.
Oh my god.
And then like kicked him in the balls. I was like, oh my god. Yes, queen.
I was like, is this really happening in my shoujo anime? I love it.
She looks like such a princess, and then she just like hits the guy and then like kicks him in the balls. It was great. I love her so much. Right. But yeah, check out Mushikaburi Hime. It's got a really, really good heroine. Recommend.
I need to finish it. I'll come back with final thoughts when I do.
Is he playful like a prince? I think he's quite playful for the fact that he's like a prince. And he like is openly jealous as well. I feel like Zen holds back a lot more on his emotions. especially in like proper settings where there's like other people around. I feel like, at least from the anime, they only get to be intimate like very rarely when they're like alone with nobody around, and it's a lot more subtle because they have to like think about TPO. I feel like Chris is more open about how much he loves Ellie and how much he wants to be with her, which I think is very sweet. Yeah.
Me too. Like, he does not care about decorum.
Yeah, basically.
He just cares about her.
I think, you know what, now that we just did Akagami and Mushikaburi Hime like back to back, I actually think there's a lot of comparisons that can be drawn between the two. Because, Shirayuki is not royalty. Ellie is also not royalty. I mean, she's from a noble family, I think, but she's not royalty. And they're both
she's not.
Non-royal blood girls with a prince. I think compared to Shirayuki and Zen, again, this is anime only because I have read the manga, I feel like Chris puts in more effort to try and help Ellie get recognized by like the nobles, if that makes sense.
Oh, 100%.
Right?
Because because he like orchestrates a bunch of things to make sure that people approve of her or like are okay with them like, being together, whereas in Akagami, it's just on Shirayuki.
Yeah.
Like, Zen does not pull any strings.
A lot of
the
times it feels like
but that's also
Shirayuki's just doing her best and Zen doesn't really help out.
Yeah, but I think that's also what she would have wanted anyway. Because I feel like Ellie doesn't really. I feel like she's so absorbed into like her books and her hobbies that she doesn't really mind what's happening around her. Almost, but then I don't know. Shirayuki doesn't really take things personally either.
I don't know.
I feel like
Chris is
different.
there for Ellie more than Zen is there for Shirayuki. I guess.
Yeah.
At the end, yeah. I guess it's out of Zen's control most of the time, I know. Of course, he probably wants to be there for her more. But at least from the impression that I got, even like a little bit further down into the manga, it seems like Zen and Shirayuki's relationship is they don't get to meet for a really long time. They meet, they flirt, and like ichatsuku a little bit, and then they make out a little bit, and then like they have to say bye bye again. Whereas the real character who's like with Shirayuki more is Obi. I think that's why I prefer Obi and Shirayuki. Obi's the one who's there for her to like help her out more, because Zen's always like busy doing his prince stuff. So, yeah.
You're right about that. I was kind of wondering, because I read the manga.
You know what?
I was like, so what happened to the male lead? He hasn't shown up
he's
in
really
a bit.
absent. I think maybe that's why I'm not as huge of a fan. But I do like Zen. But yeah, now that we have this conversation, I think Chris should be in a higher tier. True. All right.
I agree.
All right. Chris is gonna be in the I love him so much tier. Find yourself a man like Christopher. So true.
Agreed.
Yeah, being there is very important.
Twilight.
I really appreciate how much he tried to be there for Ellie, despite the fact that he's obviously also like really busy as a prince. So he deserves to be on a higher tier. Okay, next is Xiaoran from Cardcaptor Sakura. Let's go!
Let's go! Oh my gosh. I mean, if you put him in bestest boy, I will not argue. I would say bestest boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly.
His development was so good.
I know.
After Sakura.
Oh, I sent this list to one of my friends before the stream, and she made a category that says "I love you, but it feels illegal," and Xiaoran was in that too.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, wait, she's not wrong. He's like middle school at best, because they're in primary school in the first season, and then in like the clear card season, they're still only in middle school. So it's indeed very illegal. But hey, we're not ranking we're not ranking this based on whether we would like marry them, just like how much we like them, you know. So Xiaorang is bestest boy.
Yeah,
14
there's
at
not much
most.
to say about
Stop!
Sharon.
Don't say
Huh?
the number. 14,
No!
14 at most.
No!
I feel so old. If you say that, Gaku and Alice kids are in primary school as well. So
Yeah. Well, back then, a lot of shoujos just took place in primary school.
oh, you see, I know Jemi likes Tsubasa Chronicle, but I actually have never watched Tsubasa Chronicle. How different is
Well,
Card
technically,
Captor?
Tsubasa Chronicle is a shonen, so
Oh, right. Yeah.
That's
Cardcaptor's
why.
a shoujo, but Tsubasa is a shonen, I see. How different is Shaoran in Tsubasa? I know they're like pretty much different people, but they do share the same name and look the same. Are they completely
do.
different?
it's
or...
the Clamp multiverse. There are some aspects that are similar, but it's probably safer to just treat them as completely different.
Well, we have Shaoran from Cardcaptor here today because Tsubasa is a shonen, but yeah, anybody want to argue against us for putting Shaoran in bestest boy? Because honestly, he's just perfect. Like,
Yeah.
he actually is perfect. He has one of the best character developments in shoujo I have ever seen.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Right?
I think that was what opened my eyes to character development, because I was like, people can change.
Because he started off as such a bitch. Like
He did!
He was so
I was like,
mean
oh my
to Sakura
God.
in the beginning. But it's because he was such a bitch in the beginning that like seeing him slowly like warm up to her and then like, you know, fall for her along the way. And like just how much his personality softens, and you get to learn more and more about him, like, you know, how he cares about like mailing a lot as well. And I don't know, it's just like the build up to like the movie where did you watch the movie?
Oh, the second movie? Oh my gosh. I watched that so
Tsune.
many times.
I love Tsun boys. I actually really like
Yeah.
tsunderes in shoujo. I think a lot of my favorites in shoujo are tsunderes. But yeah, Shaoran is like one of my favorite tsunderes of all time. He is, his character development is just chef's kiss. So
Chef's
good.
kiss. He loves Sakura so much.
I know.
He does so much for her in the background. I'm like,
Xiao
you
Ying.
good boy. You are so good to her.
我一直都觉得你很好. I need to tell you the story. I've told this multiple times on stream, but I don't think I've ever told you. So
Okay.
as a kid, I watched Cardcaptor Sakura on TV in Chinese dub.
Okay.
and in the past, I don't know about now, but in the past they used to like really censor anime and just like shows for kids in general to like cut out anything that's like too romantic. Like they didn't want kids to like think about love, I guess, at an early age. So they cut out this episode in the anime where they hug in an elevator, and the scene where Shaoran confesses to Sakura and says, like, you know, I've always liked you. They changed the dialogue to, I've always thought you were very good.
Oh, that's awful.
Yeah,
It's not the same.
they changed the dialogue to, Sakura, I have a confession to make. I always thought you were very good. And she's like, ah. And as a kid, I was so confused
Okay,
as to
thanks.
why you need to confess to someone that you think they're good. Like, it was so weird to me. Because they had to, like, change the moments where he, like, you know, kind of opens up to Tomoyo about his feelings. Because Tomoyo could figure out that he likes Sakura. And then Tomoyo confronts him about it. And then he opens up to Tomoyo. And then in the Chinese dub, he would frame it as like he admires Sakura, not like her. So he'd be like, oh yeah, I really admire Sakura, and I don't know how I can tell her. I think she admires Ariel. And then I was just like, why is this kid so worried about like telling someone that he admires them? Why do you need to tell someone that you admire them? Like, it was just so confusing because they changed like to like admire. And
Yeah.
I think you're good. So yeah, that's the story.
You're good. Oh
It's
my gosh.
Sakura's that killed me. Yeah, it's so funny in the Chinese that way. I'm gonna send you a clip of it later. It's so funny because
Okay.
after he says, I always thought you were very good, Sakura goes, with like a surprised Pikachu face. You know that meme?
Yeah.
It's so funny. I'll send you a clip earlier. But yeah, I think we can all agree that Xiaorang is the bestest boy. Our first bestest boy.
That's this
today.
boy.
Let's go.
You know, now that you tell that story, I think the English dub might have done the same thing. The
Really?
first English dub. Because, like, it was by 4Kids. So they tried to cut out anything that kids didn't really need to see, right? So I think they might have cut that out too.
Wait a second.
But I don't know. Chat, if you know about card captors, not card captor Sakura, they changed it to card captors. Let me know. Did they include romance? Because I don't remember.
Wait a second. Somebody in chat said CCS was probably the first NTR I've watched. What do you mean?
Why? What was it NTR?
What? Card Captor isn't an NTR? What are you talking about, Yuki? In what
With
universe
who?
was there
Is it
NTR?
because of Tomoyo?
If you're referring to like how Sakura liked Yukito at first, it was explained later that she was just confused about her feelings towards him. Like he sees him as more of like a big brother kind of figure, not like romantically. It was explained. Wasn't
Was it
Xiaorang
Xiaorang
engaged
in May?
That-
I think that was May trying to make this happen. But no, I don't think they were.
That counts as NTR? I've never seen it as that way before. So okay, Yuki, are you saying that every show that has ever had a couple that's like engaged and then like end up with someone else is NTR? Because if you're saying that, then there's a lot of shows where characters have like an arranged marriage or they have like a engagement, but you know, obviously they don't end up with that person. Like if you're saying that, then nisekoi, Raku technically, yeah, exactly. Raku technically is engaged to Marika, so that would make nisekoi NTR as well.
My gosh, I forgot about
Yeah, that means
Nisekoi.
every harem is an NTR because usually the main guy is engaged to some girl. But yeah, no. Card Captor is not an NTR.
No, it's not.
Alright, we are
Still
gonna
that's why
move
we
on
highly
to
recommend it still. Oh,
Akayona.
Akatsuki no
I feel like
Yona.
this is easy.
Let's go. Two of
Let's
my viewers
go.
actually started watching Akayona in VC yesterday to prepare for today's stream, so guys,
Oh, let's go!
you can give your opinions too. Alright, we're gonna start off with Haku.
Haku! Oh my
Haku has
gosh.
gotta be is how I feel.
Yeah.
What about you?
I also feel, I was like, if you don't put him in bestest boy, I will argue. So,
I'm glad we
Haku's so
agree.
perfect.
He's so perfect. Oh,
my
Joanna, you
God.
haven't watched Akatsuki no Yona. Is it worth it? Alright, Jemi, we gotta sell Akatsuki no Yona to the entire chat right now. Let's go.
Yes. Oh my. Okay. So, where do we even start? Akayona is just like, it's the best. Hold on. Female protagonist, like character development you will ever see ever.
So true, so true.
Yeah, cause like at first, at least when I saw it, I was like, okay, so she's like another bratty princess, but then it's just like, oh, she becomes like boss lady, warrior chick, does not take anybody's crap, and it's like, you are so good, and then she's like, so there she is surrounded by guys, but it is not a harem anime because there is only one clear choice, to be honest. But like they're all like warriors for her, and like they all have their own stories, they all have their own like very well drawn out personalities. Even the villain, I was like, there's no way I'm feeling pity. And then I was like, oh, I feel things. No.
Furiously nodding to everything you say. It's so true, bestie.
It is not, so like all the names are Korean, but I realized while watching it and reading it, they pull aspects from each Asian culture,
Yeah.
which is really cool.
I think the names are based off mostly Korean and Chinese names, but like the setting overall, it's not based on like one place. They pull a lot of references from Chinese history as well. So yeah. What is he licking? I believe he's licking a cup. Like, you know, the like
I think he's
cups,
drinking.
Yeah, that you use to like drink alcohol, like sake. I think that's what he's licking. Look how hot he is. Do you guys remember my hand cam stream where I showed you guys my like anime merch? When I showed chat my anime merch in the hand cam, I had like a Akayona art book. It was like an exclusive limited art book that came with one of the chapters, and they had like a lot of sexy art of Haku topless.
Really?
Yeah, do you guys remember? It's him, the hot guy from my art books.
Maybe I need to buy the art book.
Yeah, I'd say Akayona's a must watch. If you had to take away one show from this list to watch Akayona. I think if I had to make you guys watch one, it would either be Fruits Basket or Akayona. Yeah.
100% agree, sis. Yes.
Let's go. Yeah, I guess I'll talk a bit about why Haku is so good. It's like Jemi said before, some people confuse Akayona to be a reverse harem because there's a lot of boys, as you can see, and they're kind of like all her warriors, like they protect her. But it's not an anti-harem, like it's not. Maybe they do all care about her a lot and perhaps will fall in love with her, but it's very obvious and clear from the beginning that there is one end game. Like it's very clear who she's gonna end up with, which is like very refreshing to see. It's not like ambiguous, like, oh, who is she gonna be with? No, it's clear who she's gonna be with.
And he will fight for that to happen.
Exactly.
He will fight anybody. He will fight you. He'll fight God.
Exactly. Haku is just... I don't know how to explain how good Haku is, because like he's not my type appearance-wise. Like if you showed me a list of all of the characters in Akayona, just from appearance, he wouldn't be my favorite, but he's just so good. Like he's just so perfectly written.
Yeah.
Because
like his development, but his like, I think his devotion to
the
Yona,
loyalty.
because I know, I was like, chivalry's not
loyalty
dead.
is so sexy. Loyalty is so sexy.
It is. Oh my gosh.
Guys,
And
be
then to
loyal.
her, and like him getting like wait, maybe I shouldn't say this. Is it?
It's hard to figure out what's a spoiler and what's not.
Right. I don't think this is a spoiler. This is the first episode, because it's just like, okay, well, he's been stuck in unrequited love for so long that he's like,
God! Oh my god,
he's so cute,
guys,
but he's
guys,
like,
guys.
wait.
The mutual pining in Akayona is chef's kiss. It's so
It
good.
Hawk is like the best bodyguard. Yes, he is.
If you're
best
if you're an
boyfriend, best
enjoyer
husband.
of mutual pining, you need to watch or like read Akayona. I don't think there's another series I've ever watched or read that has better mutual pining than Akayona. It's actually so good.
It's so well done. And like the story, even outside of romance, is like super compelling.
Yeah, the politics in this show are so interesting, and the friendships that Yona builds with, like, you know, the girl. This is only in the manga, but like that whole and just even just watching Yona develop as a character is so satisfying. What does
I
that
would highly
term mean?
recommend.
You guys don't know what mutual pining is? Okay, so
I'll leave this to you.
mutual pining is like a more of a fanfic genre, I think. Okay, so mutual pining is where two people like each other, and it's like pretty obvious, but for some reason they're like too scared to tell each other, or they're like holding back from telling each other, and they spend a lot of time together, and you know they'll be really obviously tempted to be more intimate with each other, but again they're scared to like take a step further into the relationship and tell each other how they feel. So it's just a constant like on the edge of like, I want to touch her but we're not together, so I don't think I can. That's what mutual pining is.
They are both pines.
They're both pine. No, that's not what it is. Mutual pine. That's not what it is. But yeah, I really like that. See, I complained about this with the Angel Next Door in the previous.
I haven't watched that one yet.
See, in Angel Next Door, they were trying to go for mutual pining, but they ruined it because for me, what's good about mutual pining is the fact that they reach their hand out and then they pull their hand back, right? Because they don't know if it's okay for them to touch this person. That's what makes it so like, come on, just do it. Like it's that makes it so good, right? But
It's
in
just
the
like
Angel
hand
Next
holding,
Door,
that's so lewd.
yeah. But in the Angel Next Door, they kind of just, even though they still haven't confessed to each other or gotten together, they touch each other as if it's just like a natural thing, which ruins it for me. Because what makes it so good is not being sure whether it's okay to be closer, right? That makes it so doki doki. So yeah, if you're a fan of mutual pining, what I just explained, check out Akayona. It makes the moment where they finally open up their feelings to each other and can like, you know, just touch each other as much as they want. So satisfying.
That's my favorite part.
So good. We love Akayona. We love Akayona.
Yes. I'm glad your chat is already watching it because
Let's go.
I might jump in and watch too.
If you haven't watched Akayona, please check it out. But yeah, Haku is just very loyal. He's like very teasy. He teases Yona a lot, but he's also very, very kind to her. And he doesn't just like, what do you call, mindlessly protect her. He allows her to grow on her own, which I think is one of the best things about Haku and Yona's relationship. Like, when he sees that Yona wants to take matters into her own hands, he takes a step back and lets her go for it. Like, it's like, I'm here for you, my queen, but if you want to do something yourself, I'm gonna take a step back and let you go for it. He's just like perfect. I don't know what else to say. He's just perfect.
He is.
Alright.
Oh man, but Soo-on.
He's a bad boy, but I'll take it.
He's a bad boy, but I'll take it. Yeah, I agree. Because at first I was like, do I put him in? No, but like, he does have a reason. Yes.
If you read the manga, I feel like the more you read the manga, the more Soo-on will grow on you. If you've only watched the anime, maybe not so much. It was great.
Yeah,
until
anime
it
only
wasn't.
are like, nah.
Okay.
Wait, what?
I also have a very biased reason for liking Soo-on. He's voiced by Kobayashi Yusuke, who's one of my favorite VAs. So.
He is.
He's voiced by Kobayashi Yusuke. Yeah.
Why have I forgotten all of these seiyus?
And it's actually very special too because Soo-on was one of Yuke's first bigger roles. His profile picture
really?
on Twitter when he first opened a Twitter account was Soo-on. It was one of his first like slightly bigger roles. So I guess there's like a little bit of bias in the fact that, you know, this is a very important role to my Oshi. So like guys, think about it. Let's say, you know, I debuted as a seiyuu and I voiced a really bad character. But like it was my debut role or something. Like it's a role that like started off my career. Wouldn't you have like a little bit of attachment to that character because your Oshi voices this character? That's how I feel towards Soo-on. He's one of the characters that kicked off my Oshi's career. So even if he's done questionable things, I'll take him, you know?
I'll take him too.
Yeah.
And after more background, for sure.
I think if you watch the episode where he you know how he does like the tea trade thing with like the like another country or something? I forgot what exactly happened.
Yeah.
But like that episode really showed that despite looking like an airhead, he's like actually very, very smart and capable, which is when he was like doing the trade thing with the tribe, you find out that despite how he looks really soft and kind and almost like a girl, you know, on the surface, he's actually very strong, very, very smart, and he knows what he's doing. Like, he knows his shit. I think that gap boy is kind of attractive.
No, you're right. Because I definitely was like, him? King? What? And then he showed up and I was like, oh, King. Yes, I see.
But yeah, I wouldn't put Suwon in no. He's a bad boy, but I'll take it. Alright, well, Kija.
Kija. He's
just
a good boy.
Yeah.
He
We're
was a
really
little
agreeing on
whiny in
these.
the beginning, but... Huh?
We're really agreeing on these.
Akayona, I feel like it's so easy to, like, differentiate. But unfortunately, well, I was kind of afraid I was going to put them all in just, like, he's, like, S tier, you know?
Kija.
Oh.
See, Akayona is so hard because I have my favorites, but they're just all so good. Like, they all have their moment in the anime and manga where I'm like, oh, I'm really feeling things for you right now. Because, like, Kija has, like, a moment in the manga that made me, oh my god, wait, I think he might be my new favorite. And then the next arc, I'm like, oh my god, wait, no, I think he might be my new favorite. That's the Akayona experience. They're all so good.
That really is. Like, it's hard to choose favorites in Akayona because everyone is just really good.
He has the same VA as Ichigo from Bleach. Still can't get over that.
Okay.
It's Morita-san.
Morita?
Yeah.
Oh
Also
my God.
Yanagi.
I forgot how all-star this cast was.
Yeah, the cast is so good.
I forgot Maeno was Huck.
Yeah, Maeno-san voices Haku. Yeah. And we have Shimono-san as Zeno, and we have Minagawa Junko-san as Yun. We have Suabe-san as Jeha, and we have Nobu as Shinga.
I wasn't here.
It's actually like stacked cast. But yeah, Kija would be, he's a good boy. What about Zeno?
Okay, you remember when I mentioned my hot take earlier?
Yeah?
Yeah, unfortunately, as good as Zeno is, I think maybe it's just because the anime did him dirty. He ended up
are you a manga
forgettable
reader?
for me.
Are you a manga reader?
I am a manga reader. That's why I'm like, oh no, he shouldn't go up there. But
And
like,
did you watch the OVAs?
if you're anime, I did watch the OVA. Okay, so if you're like anime only, don't be anime only. Just don't do it
Yeah,
because
if you're
you will
talking
do this boy
anime
dirty.
only without including the OVAs, he's literally like forgettable, right? He's only in
Yeah.
like one episode. But if you include the OVAs, to me he's already a this. And then if I read the manga,
Yes.
he's my favorite.
No, fair.
He's my favorite.
I need to catch up in the manga. I'm so behind. I did not realize the
I
manga
need
was
my
like...
boy to be like at least in I love him so much Tia. He made me cry. Like his backstory made me cry. Seems
Actually,
like an
okay,
Edu
now
type
that-
of character. How do you know? Is it because he's blonde? Am I just like a girl who likes blonde characters now?
Nothing wrong with that. They end
mean-
up being very sweet.
First of all, he's voiced by Shimono-san, which is already a chef's kiss. And this is such a spoiler. I don't want to spoil it for anyone who hasn't watched it, but he's such a positive source of energy. Like, he's... How do I explain why he's so good without spoiling? It's like, okay, guys, let's just say he has a really tragic past, but despite how tragic his past is, he's always trying to like do something for others and make other people happy, and he is just the sweetest cinnamon roll, like one of the sweetest characters I have ever come across in any show I've watched. I love him so much. I don't think love is the right word.
He's very selfless.
He's so selfless. I adore him. That is the right word. I adore this boy. He is so precious. I want him to... I want to give him all the happiness in the world. I want to protect his smile. That's how I feel.
Okay, you know what? After that, and also remembering everything that he does go through, put him in bestest boy. He deserves it. He is a bestest boy.
Again, like watching the TV series doesn't really give you insight, but even if you just watch the OVA, like,
Yep.
I bought the DVD of the OVA.
You did?
Yeah, I spent
dang.
$60. Okay, so the OVA came as like a bonus if you buy the limited edition of one of their volumes of the manga. I bought it. I paid $60, guys, to buy the limited edition of the manga volume that comes with the OVA because it's so emotional. Like, it actually makes me cry every time. My viewers who are watching Akayona right now, ping me when you finish it and you're ready to watch the OVA. I will rewatch it with you and cry with you. It's so good.
I'll jump in on that party. I'm gonna rewatch it.
It's so good. But yeah, Zeno is my favorite out of all the dragons. Who's your favorite dragon, actually?
Favorite dragon? Honestly, it's probably Jeha.
Okay, well, let's do Jeha next. Jeha.
What do you think of Jeha?
As I said earlier, I like all of them.
All of them? Mhm.
So, like, they could all be just, like, in the top 2 tiers for me, but I guess...
That's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, put him in. I love him so much. I do. He's so fun. And he cares so much.
Again, Jeha's, like, the same as Huck for me, where it's, like, he's not my type from, like, whether it's looks or personality or voice, but somehow Akayona, like somehow Kusanagi sensei just writes these characters to be so appealing that even if they're not my type on paper, I still like absolutely adore them.
She did really well with characters for sure.
Cause Jeha's like a little flirty, teasy kind of. He's kind of like the flirty type. I mean, he's literally holding a rose. That's yeah. It's especially the image he gives off when you first meet him. But once you find out his backstory, and I think it's for me, it's when I got to see him be a little more vulnerable. Seeing his more vulnerable side really got to me. Like, he's always putting on a front and acting strong, but like he has his vulnerable moments as well. And seeing him be able to be vulnerable when he's with Yona, like, really hit me.
Same.
Like, Yona x Haku obviously is the end game, but like, I'm not gonna lie, like, I would take Yona with any of them. They're just all so good.
Like, I think Jeha was like bottom of the list for me at first when they first introduced him, because I didn't really like, the flirty nature and everything, but character development is such a good tool.
All
So
of them
good.
have such good development, and like Shinga as well.
Gina, cinnamon roll for real.
I don't know what tier to put him in.
I don't know either. I'd say I love him so much though too.
I feel bad for Keisha.
Or bestest. I know.
I love all of them actually.
Do we move Keisha up to I like him? Because
Keisha.
there we go.
Poor
Because
Keisha.
I was like, we need to keep them together.
Shinga
They're
is
all
also like
good.
he grows on you once you get to know his backstory, and again it's like, because pretty much all of these boys actually, besides Keisha, have a tragic backstory. Like they get treated like shit, or like they go through some traumatic stuff, right? And seeing them basically become so closed off, and then meeting Yona, and essentially like just Yona melting their heart, and them being able to open up, be vulnerable, accept that there's someone that cares about them after they meet Yona, and not just their relationship with Yona, but the way they develop a really strong friendship with the other dragons and Huck as well. Like Jeha and Huck's friendship is so good.
I love them together. They're so good.
Yeah, they have such a good friendship between the dragons, and of course Yona at the center of everyone. It's just, they mean so much to me. They're such a precious squad. And of course Yoon.
Man, I was annoyed by Yoon at first, but no.
Oh, he's
good.
kind of a little bitch at the start, but yeah.
Yeah. I would say bestest boy.
Oh my
He's
god,
like
you
same
agree
level
with
as
me?
Zeno. Yeah.
love Yoon so much.
I love Yoon.
Here's why Yoon is best boy. He cooks.
He cleans. He sews.
Oh my god, boys who cook and like do the laundry and can sew are so sexy. Like, guys, it's 2023. We are now we need to leave behind the era where, you know, like, I don't know, men need to be strong, good at sports. I don't give a fuck if you're good at sports. I care if you can cook and if you'll do the laundry with me. That's I believe in male wife supremacy.
Like, can your boy take care of people?
Exactly.
Yes. Okay, let's go.
Exactly. Oh yeah, Yoon is so good. He's a Bishonen, first of all. I love my Bishonen. He's voiced by Minagawa Junko, which is like, I love Minagawa Junko's voice so much. Have you watched Prince of Tennis?
Me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, kind
like,
of.
Echizen Ryoma. I don't.
Oh, it is Minagawa Junko, isn't it?
Yeah, like, I don't know how Minagawa Junko's shonen voice is so sexy, but her shonen voice is so sexy.
Right? Ugh.
He's kind, sharp-tongued, attentive, caring, can hold conversation. Yeah, Yoon is just, again, like, he's perfect in a different way to Haku. Hello, hi, Visusa. We're talking about Akayona right now. Talking about why Yoon is his best boy.
もっと欲しいんだけど。
Makima.
Oh, there's so many Akayona best boys.
I love Yoon because he is a strategist of the group and
Just got a
smart.
donation. Loves Yoon because he's a strategist. Yeah, Yoon is like very smart as well. That's one of his appeals, I think. Because like obviously he's very physically, like compared to the other boys, he's not physically strong, but he provides so much value to the team for, again, like even just like, you know, cooking for them and taking care of
He's
them.
surprisingly competent.
Yeah, he does so much for the guys. He is the mom, okay, of the group.
He is a
Yoon
mom.
is the mom, and I'm here for it. I love it. I always love the mom character of the group. That's why in Aslan Senki as well, Elam is my favorite. I like the boy who's like the mom of the group, who does the cooking and takes care of everyone. That's always my favorite.
Pocket Muscle and Yoon is the brains of the group. Yep.
Yeah, he's very
We got
smart,
a
and that
whole-
has actually helped out a lot in some of the arcs, like the arc with Jeha, where he had to like cross-dress.
I forgot.
Like, he did so well. Like, he worked so hard in that arc, and you know he tries his best to protect Yona even when he's like not physically capable to. He's such a courageous boy. Like he's done some pretty courageous things throughout the story. I love my boy. I love my boy. He's more of
He
a
deserves it.
I want a son like this than a I want to marry you though.
Yes.
I don't know how old he is, but it feels kind of illegal is what I'm saying.
No, I definitely want him as a son.
Yeah,
Golden child right there.
he's I want a son like this. But yeah, I love Yoon so much. But yeah, the Akayona boys. They're so
Okay,
good.
so next one.
Next we have Ore Monogatari, or My Story.
My love story? Or I guess it is just my story.
Is it My
right?
Story or My Love Story? I don't remember which one it was.
I think they translated it as my love story because
Ah.
did they? I don't know. But I was like, Ore Monogatari does just say my story.
Oh my god, can
isn't
I
it?
guys, can I tell everybody a tweet I saw the other day relating to Ore Monogatari? So I saw somebody tweet like a really hot take about how romance. Okay, so that somebody was saying guys can't enjoy shoujo because shoujo boys are too good and they can't self-insert. That's why. And then they added a reply underneath saying that's why every guy's favorite shoujo boy is Gorda from Ore Monogatari. And I was like, oh my
Because now
god.
you can self-insert.
I was like, this person is.
That's amazing.
They woke up that day and chose violence, is all I'm
Violence?
saying. I don't agree with them, by the way. But I just wanted to share that because I'm not gonna lie, it made me laugh a little. But yeah, what do you think?
Okay, I'm gonna confess I have not watched all of Ore Monogatari.
Oh, you haven't?
I'm so you know what got me to try to start it? The fact that Goda is voiced by Egu.
You can't even tell it's Egu.
I know, but it was like it's Egu because I think I was in my Nagirokia phase, so I was just like, okay, Egu Chitakuya, what else have you done? You did this? What?
Egu's like deep, almost the otaku-ish voice. You can't really tell it's him, yeah. Takeo's like he's a good boy, or I like him for me.
I'd say he's a good boy for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe it'll change once I actually watch it.
It's like he's really. I like that they flipped the what do you call the conventional shoujo ikemen and had like something different in Ore Monogatari. I think that's the biggest appeal of it. I really like it when stories try to frame. Okay, actually, here's my complaint about Ore Monogatari.
Okay.
Ore Monogatari is like this show that people bring up as saying, oh yeah, it's not always about looks. But if you actually watch the show, okay, what was the name of the girl? Yamato, I believe? Yamato doesn't like Takeo despite the fact that he's not attractive. She likes Takeo because Takeo is her type, okay? Like, you have to understand that maybe he's drawn or like designed in a way to be conventionally like not attractive or not like an ikemen. But to Yamato, like the main girl in the series, this is what an ikemen looks like. This is her ikemen. She loved the thick brows and the lips and exactly like this is her type.
Yeah.
This is what she thinks is physically and visually attractive. So
yeah,
the show technically isn't sending a message that looks doesn't matter. It's just sending a message that even if you're not conventionally attractive, there might be a girl out there who thinks you're good looking. If that makes sense.
Not all girls think the same,
Exactly. Didn't expect anything and lacks experience. How he developed his character, learns to have romance. See, I really don't like saying this because it makes me feel shallow, but I promise it's not. I think Suna, it just like stood out more as a character to me. Suna...
Well, he tries to move things forward, so that's...
Suna is like the best wingman I have ever seen in a shoujo. Like, he's gotta be like... I almost put him in like the bestest boy tier. Like, he's so good.
I would agree. From what I've seen, like he's just trying to help his buddy. Like, you go, man.
It's the fact that like he's obviously, supposed to be the conventionally good-looking one, but he never looks down on anyone or takes advantage of anyone for how much, I guess, popularity he has just for being good looking, and he treats Takeo as such an equal, as people should. But the reality is people who are attractive tend to look down on people who are less conventionally attractive, and I just love the fact that he's a conventionally attractive character who doesn't let that affect how he interacts with people and how he treats other people. Like, he has such a good personality. Guys, get yourself a bro who will, help you with kissing practice so you can kiss your girlfriend properly, like get yourself a bro who will kiss you through glad wrap so that you can practice for your big moment. He is literally the best bro in shoujo.
Best homie. Oh my gosh.
The best homie. He's so good.
Wait, who's next?
What's next? This is from Kaicho wa Meido-sama.
Oh my gosh, Usui Takumi.
Here's another one that chat probably knows. I think Meido-sama is one of the shoujo that a lot of guys have watched.
I would have to say he's probably upper tier for me.
Mid.
Wait, what? Really?
Crispy said mid. I kind of agree, Crispy, but you think so too, Afraid? Anybody
Wait,
else
why?
have another take? What do you think, Jemi?
I don't know. I really liked Takumi.
Oh.
I can't exactly pinpoint why. I think it was just like the swagger and the confidence, maybe. And well, okay, there's one moment that I'm like, wait, maybe that was a bit questionable.
He's kind of he's a bad boy, but I'll take it.
I
I
would-
guess he's not technically a bad boy.
He gives off the air of a bad boy, but he's
Yeah.
not a bad boy. I mean, okay, since it's both of our tier list, I would say I like him,
Yeah.
but I really like him.
Would you put him in like the bestest boy or I love him so much then?
I don't think I would put him in the bestest boy. He was probably just like, I don't know. It was the confidence that got me. I was just like, he knows himself. He understands himself. He's definite, like he's not definite. He's not wishy-washy with
True.
Misaki. Yeah, and I was just like, finally. I think because I maybe it was because I read a bunch where the guy was like, oh, I don't know, maybe I read Owl How to Ride before.
He's way better than Core, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know
No,
what?
I-
I do agree. I like that he's very like decisive. Like he knows he likes Misaki, wants Misaki, never looks away from her. Which that's something that I like about him too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He has. Gap.
I could concede to I like him.
I think I
he
need
does
to
have a gap.
rewatch. I think I need to rewatch. He's only with my Nobu. So I actually watched Kaicho wa Maida-sama before I got into Seiyu. So if I rewatch it, I might like him more. But yeah, maybe he was a little bit too teasy for my tastes.
He is very flirty.
Yeah, he's very
I
flirty,
think
very
that was
teasy.
also. I was a little apprehensive on him at first, but yeah.
Like I think out of the
I mean, that-
bestest boys, you know, Haku is probably the most teasy one. Usi is even more teasy than Hak
Yes.
is. Like I feel like Hak teases Yona, but he knows when to stop, and he knows like when it's like a bad time, if that makes sense, and he does it in like moderation. But Usi, if I remember correctly, there were some moments in the show I was like, I don't know, dude. Like it might be kind of embarrassing if you do this to her right now. Maybe like wait until you guys are alone. Is I think how I felt sometimes with Usi. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. That's true.
Haku
I
doesn't
like
feel
him
selfish or
I think is a
malicious.
good spot for him.
Yeah, I think I like him as cool. I like him as well. I don't dislike him. He's not like top of the top though. He has his moments, but I don't ever go, man, Usui is cool. Like he's cool, but I don't ever have moments where I'm like, oh, that really got to me. Oh, my heart is. I never got that.
That's true. That's true.
So yeah, he'll be I like him. Right now we have the Nozaki-kun boys.
Nozaki-kun. Oh man.
Who's your favorite out of these four?
hold on. Let me just pull up names.
Oh, we have
so
another
that I don't-
Nobu. I forgot. Wait, there's actually so many Nobu characters.
I forgot.
Mikorin is
Okay,
Nobu as
so-
well.
Yeah, honestly, I think Mikorin might be my favorite just because he's the shoujo.
Mikorin, the bestest boy.
Mikorin's bestest boy for
I agree.
sure.
Mikorin's my favorite as well.
Uh,
He's just so cute. As I've explained, if you want my taste in one word, it's cute. I prefer the cute boys. Hak is an exception because you wouldn't really call Hak cute, but he's just Hak is just so well written. He's an exception. Otherwise, it's usually the cute boys for me.
His personality takes him far.
Guys, this is a shoujo boys tier list. Stop talking about the heroine. Of course, shoujo heroines are amazing, but this is a shoujo boys tier list. What do you think of Senpai? I actually really like Senpai.
I really like Senpai.
Yeah,
He-
Senpai's so good.
Yeah, there's not much to say about him, to be
It's
honest.
just great. How many
Yeah.
people have watched Nozaki-kun. I highly recommend watching Nozaki-kun. It's so good. 月刊少女 Nozaki-kun. It's really good.
Okay, now Nozaki.
Nozaki?
Nozaki.
Is that too mean? He's a good boy, but like...
He's a... you know what? Honestly, yeah. It's either forgettable or he's a good boy. He's just there.
He's just there. Like,
He's just there for chill. And
he really doesn't stand out. Like, he's funny, but he really doesn't stand out compared to the other boys, in my opinion. Like, I like him more as well. I forgot his name, but the Kohai
the Kohai.
voiced by Kimura Ryohei. I really like him.
Wakamatsu.
Yeah. He's so cute.
Yeah.
Again, I like
He
my
is so
cute boys.
Him with Seo is so great.
Yeah, should we have Nozaki and Forgettable, or he's a good boy?
I mean, he's okay.
Alright, well, we'll put him in he's a
He's
good
still
boy.
oblivious.
Yeah.
Okay, he's a good boy because he's funny.
He's funny.
He's hilarious.
He has his funny moments, but I wouldn't rank him too high because he wasn't super appealing to me as a character. Like, again, the side characters were more interesting, I think.
Yeah.
Alright, next we have Kiss
Oh,
Him,
man.
Not Me.
Did you ever finish? Well, okay.
I actually
Did you
finished
finish
the
the
manga.
anime?
I finished the manga.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was about to ask.
Okay,
'cause, like,
who's your favorite out of the four?
Oh man, this is hard. Because I'm trying to remember. I mean,
This is another one that I recommend you guys check out. We're gonna do a watch along for this actually. This is one of my favorites. Can you guys guess who is Edu's favorite out of these four? It's pretty obvious.
Is it Nana?
Nana's my second favorite.
Okay. Is it? Oh wait, what? This is stupid. This was dumb of me. Is it Hayato?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's your favorite, Jemi?
Honestly, it's probably Nana.
Ah.
Yeah.
Nana. See, Nana was my least favorite in the beginning, but
Same.
the more you watch and like the more you read the manga, especially like the fact that he's like so close with his sister, really got to me. He's such a cute older
he's actually
brother.
a wholesome boy.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's so wholesome. His little sister is really into like these, magical girl shows, and then he would learn how to do the magical girl dance and do it with his
I
little
remember
sister
that.
in front of the TV. He's so cute. I love him so much.
Such a good Oni-san. I
I
can't.
know. I know. Also,
Okay.
but
Mutsumi?
Mutsumi Senpai is also. He's so
I have an answer.
perfect.
Okay.
What do you think of him? It's like he's not
so,
my
like, I
personal
have
favorite,
also-
but I've always shipped him with Serinuma the most. Because
I
again,
would just say
yeah.
it's between I like him or a good boy.
Mm.
Yeah. But I almost said forgettable. I'm sorry, Mutsumi.
It's like I think personally, he's not my favorite. It's weird. Like he's not my favorite personally, but I ship him with Serinuma the most because I think he's the only one who never judged her for how she looks. Because all of the boys
Yeah.
didn't like her until she became pretty. Like they
Right.
fall for her as a person later, but it doesn't change the fact that they judged her for her appearance in the beginning. Whereas Senpai never judged her for how she looked. And
Right.
he was just always there for who she is. So I think in that sense, I'm like, yeah, I really like him.
I do too.
He's so nice, yeah.
He
I do
is,
agree his
not
personality is
judgy.
kind of boring compared to the other guys. But then if you say that, I think Igarashi's also boring.
Oh my gosh, I think he was the worst one for me.
Yeah. Like,
I was like, what?
he's a good boy, but like...
Because he was the most judgmental and the most pushy.
True.
thought.
He gets better
Yeah.
later. Like he falls for her, as a person, right? Even before Nanashima does. But again, like he's kind of bland. Like his hairstyle, personality, and everything is kind of bland. Not gonna lie. I don't even remember who his VA was. Was it Onoyuki? I forgot.
It's Onoyuki.
Yeah. Oh my god. See, Mutsumi Senpai had the Zaki buff. he was voiced by Shimazaki Nobunaga, so that
Oh my gosh, he was.
that gave him a buff for me. And
Fair,
Shinomiya,
fair.
I won't put him here, it's a little bit too biased, but Shinomiya's gonna at least be in the second tier for me.
I do remember a lot of him now, actually. If you want to put him in bestest boy, I can agree.
Shinomiya wouldn't be the bestest boy. He's not the best, he's just my personal favorite. He also has the Matsuoka buff. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Oh my
Matsuoka Yoshitsugu voicing a cute kohai. Tasukaru.
Never thought. Never thought.
Because Matsuoka-san
So
doesn't
tasukaru.
actually voice like, what do you call, like cute kohai characters that often. So I was so happy when I saw the cast announcement and it was Matsuoka-san. Just Matsuoka-san saying senpai in like a soft shonen voice is so tasukaru.
Yo, I need to rewatch it.
This Bell voice from Danmachi. Yeah, I really like Matsuoka-san's soft, cute voice. But sadly, I don't like Danmachi.
I didn't either.
Danmachi's not. I'm not a fan of Danmachi, but I do like the voice that Matsuoka-san uses for Bell. Yeah. Alright, we have
Okay.
この音止まれ or Sounds of Life, I think is the English name.
It
こ
might
の
be.
音止まれ
No.
Do you? I'm pretty sure I saw it on your list. That's probably why.
Oh yeah, this was one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is Sounds of Life in English. Oh man, this boy
He's a good
whose
boy.
name I forgot. Where is it? Oh, Kurata Takezo.
Kurata.
He's a good boy. Yes.
Okay, I have this very specific moment in the series. I forgot if it was animated or not. Where I was like, where he went from a forgettable to like a I like him. You can
Yes.
take it in between and put him into just he's a good boy, but it's his relationship.
He was
with,
forgettable in the beginning.
Yeah,
'Cause I
he
thought
was so
gonna play a
forgettable in
big
the beginning.
part.
But his relationship with like the red hair girl.
Oh my gosh, they're so wholesome. I love.
They're so wholesome. The way
Like,
he
I was
like
like-
stood up for her, kinda, or like I don't remember the details, but there was a moment between him and the red hair girl that pushed him to like at least I like him for me.
Yeah. No, he stands up for her a lot because he's like very non-judgy. He's like, I don't believe these things that people are saying about you.
He's such
And
a
I'm
good
like,
boy. But
Like-
I'm not gonna lie, you know, we have a.
Yes. Yeah.
Would he be the
He
bestest
goes
boy?
somewhere up there.
Or
I'd say bestest boy. He's so good.
yes.
He's so good. I didn't think I'd like him as much as I do.
I know, right?
Like,
Another tsundere, guys. We have another tsundere. I think
think our
tsunderes
type
are
is
just like the
coming out.
best in shoujo, honestly. Like, what is better than a tsundere? I think most of my favorites in shoujo are tsundere. Mikorin's a tsundere as well. Yun's a tsundere. Is Haku a tsundere? Haku's low-key a tsundere as well. I'm not
he's
gonna lie.
low-key a tsundere, but
Wait, everyone on this list
Do
is
we
a
have any
tsundere
yams on
besides
here?
Zeno.
wait, what?
Everyone here is a tsundere besides Zeno.
Oh, that's true.
Or like
Oh my
kind of tsundere.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess our type really is coming out in this list, huh? I'm
How do
learning
we
new things about you and me.
sell kono oto tomare to chat?
Oh, I don't know. Well, for me, I like the music aspect of it.
So if you guys don't
But
know,
I think-
kono oto tomare is about koto, which is a pretty like it's like traditional instrument. And this is probably the only show you'll find that's about koto. And
I didn't think you could make koto dynamic until this show showed up. I was like, oh,
like the music aspect of it is already great, but also it has one of the best character developments I've ever seen, I think, in shoujo. It's the way the main two leads relationship develops is so good. They are so cute. They're both tsunderes.
they are.
Maybe I just like seeing two tsunderes together. I don't know. It's because
It's
like
two of a good thing.
a lot of them start off as either being forgettable or like kind of a bitch, and then the way you see them grow as people and start to like get along with the people in the club, because they're a koto club, like they all play the instrument, and a lot of them carry a lot of trauma, and just like seeing them slowly break out of their shell again and, you know, finding like, what do you call, a place to belong in this club. And you
It's
know,
like found family.
yeah, it's found family. Oh my god, I love found family so much.
Me too.
But yeah, he also has the Uchida Yuma buff. It's voiced by Uchida Yuma, my beloved in the anime. Please check out Kono Ototomare. It's really good. If you like music series, if you like good character development, if you like to see two tsunderes together, check out Kono Ototomare. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah, Jemi was telling me that she hasn't watched Shugo Kara.
I have not.
Do you know Shugo Kara?
I've seen it around when it was like first airing, but I have not watched it myself. Because it wasn't, I don't think they brought the anime over to the States. I think. Check.
Shugo Kara has a lot of boys as well. So I guess I can judge this based on purely my opinion. Haha. Well,
Okay.
guys,
you
first
get
of
free
all,
reign
I
now.
love Kukai so much. Kukai is great. Oh, Kukai has the same VA as Sogo in Idolish 7. Fun fact.
Okay, that's already selling me.
So yeah,
It was active that early.
I love him so much. Yeah, he's been around for a long time. And then we have Ikuto, who is the fan favorite, I believe. I'm not
can
gonna
see
lie. I
He
don't
looks like
really like
Dark
Ikuto,
from
but he's
Jemi
not
though.
so bad that he's a no. So he's a bad boy, but I'll take it for me. He's the fan favorite. He's like the bad boy that like is like really teasy towards the main protagonist. He's voiced by Nakamura Yuichi-san. And he has like cat ears. He's a cat boy.
He does? He's a cat boy?
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of him.
Fair.
It's really hard to distinguish what's so different about, say, the way Ikuto teases Amu and the way like Haku teases Yona. But the way Ikuto teases Amu feels a little bit selfish, out of place sometimes. So he's not.
So it feels more bully?
Yeah.
Than it does
Sometimes
playful?
it feels like bully more than playful. Yeah, exactly. So he's not. He didn't really hit me as hard. And then Tadase. Anyways, oh my god, I'm being so mean. I'm sorry, guys. I don't like Tadase. He was so boring. I have no idea why Amu liked him. He's literally the boringest like character in this show. Nagi is the bestest boy. I do not take.
Really?
I know he looks like a girl, but yeah, Nagi is the bestest boy. This is based on my biased opinion only, but Nagi is the bestest boy.
I believe you. When I watch it, I'll be like, okay, this is the best boy, and I'll just keep watching him.
All right.
I'll figure out why Blondie is forgettable.
He's another prince character. I think I'm just not into prince
Ow.
characters. Like out of this entire list, the only prince charming that I do like is Chris. I'm just not a fan of prince charming characters, I think.
That's
Maybe
fair. They're
Yamato
too
felt like
perfect.
a prince charming as well, because like he's like the prince charming of the school. So I didn't
Yeah,
really like him
I was about
either.
to say.
Yeah, I think I just don't really like prince charming characters. All right, what that
And then we get to Yuki eventually.
Yuki is different, but we'll get to that. So, Watakoi.
Otakoi!
How many people have watched Watakoi? Watakoi is a pretty popular one.
Otakoi is so relatable.
I know. Okay, out of these three, who's your favorite in Watakoi?
Otakoi, it's probably Kabakura.
I love Kamakura.
I love Kabakura! But like, Hirotaka is so good too, so I'm like, I can't decide
Where do
between the two.
where do we put Kamakura senpai?
I love him so much, he's such a dork.
Yeah, he's great.
He's such a dork.
I love his relationship with Koyanagi so much. Again,
too.
guys, two tsunderes together is just like the superior relationship. I'm sorry, but like there's no better relationship than two tsunderes together. I don't know, two tsunderes together is just so good.
It's ideal. It's like, yeah.
They're so cute. They're so cute.
They're so cute.
Hirotaka's
But
backstory
Hirotaka-
hit me really hard.
Yeah.
Where would you put him?
I love him so much. I really do. Like, he's so cute.
He's also relatable.
Mhm.
Otaku.
100%.
Relatable.
Wait, between all of the otakoi characters, who do you relate to the most?
Relate to the most?
Girls included.
It would actually be the glasses girl that is a pair with Nao. I relate to her the most, and I'm just gonna say Nao's the bestest boy for me, but I'll hear what you have to say.
No, I would say the bestest boy also.
Really? Let's go.
He's so good.
Nao so much.
He's so good, and his like relationship with Cole is so cute.
Yeah, they're so
because he just like doesn't judge on anything. He's just like, oh, like this is just the way you are. Like, you're perfect the way you are. I'm just like, you are.
They are my favorite couple in the manga. Like, again, it's so hard because I love all of them. Kabakura and Koyanagi were my favorite from when I watched the anime. But then I read the manga and I saw how wholesome Nao was, and I was like, I'm kind of wavering. I think they're my new favorite. There's something so wholesome about someone who's like, you know, like, what do you call, not noticed by anybody, meeting somebody that will actually see them for who they are and give them attention. And I don't know, they're just so cute.
It's so special. I love that.
It is. But Hirotaka's backstory hit really hard as well, and I really like the dynamic in Kawakura and Koyanagi's relationship. Again, two tsunderes is good chemical reaction.
Yeah.
Now, bestest boy, let's go. Suzu agrees too. Yeah, I really like Nao. He's just a cinnamon roll. Like, he's
also
such
Yuki
a ball.
Kaji.
Yeah, voiced by Kaji-san too. He's just a ball of positive energy. He is so wholesome, so accepting, so welcoming, so sweet, so kind. You just like put in the word like sweet in the thesaurus and read out every single word, and that's Nao. I really, really like him. And yeah, him being voiced by Kaji-san definitely made me like him even more. Oh, look what we have next.
Oh, this one.
Finally, we have someone who's toxic. Like, I don't like Cole, but I wouldn't call him toxic. I just don't like him. But hey, we have an actual toxic guy now.
A definitive no.
A definitive no.
A definitive no. That's a hard one.
Who has watched Okami Shoujo to Kuro Oji? It's a wolf girl, black prince, I think is the English name.
Yeah. Yeah, Wolf Girl Black Prince.
He's just a bitch.
Yeah. So me. Okay.
He's just a bitch.
That's what I hear everybody say. So yeah, transparency. I haven't watched this one yet, but everybody is just like, you're not gonna like it because of the boy. And I was like, why? I see.
You see, I rewatched Toradora recently. Well, I didn't finish the whole thing. I rewatched half of it, and I was like, I don't remember Taiga being this rude to Ryuji.
Oh my gosh, Taiga was so rude to him.
Yeah, and like,
I got so annoyed with Taiga at first.
I'm not gonna lie, this show was kind of the same. He's really rude to her, treats her like a dog basically, kind of gaslights her and manipulates her. Does he kind of care about her a little bit later? Yes. But does that excuse how much he gaslit and manipulated her and treated her like shit? No.
No.
I am not a fan. He's also voiced by Sakurai Takahiro.
Oh, well, even more so then.
I'm like, I wanted to rewatch it because I saw a video essay recommended to me about this show, and I was like, I should rewatch it to see how bad it really was. And then I'm like, oh fuck, I can't rewatch it now. Because if I rewatch it now, knowing that he's voiced by Sakurai Takahiro, even if he does have his good moments, I'm not gonna be able to like him.
No.
There's sexy toxic and just toxic. Yeah, he's just toxic. Not even sexy when he does it, low key. And when I watch this show, I'm just like, girl, why do you not have more self-respect?
Right.
I actually really like Erika though. That's the name of the girl.
I did like her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I wish she had more self-respect, and I don't know why she likes this toxic man, but I really like the fact that she was very clear about her feelings. Like, she knows she likes Kyoya, I think that's his name. She knows she likes him, and when the second lead confessed to her, she rejected him very clearly. Because she wouldn't, like, unlike a Futaba, I'm sorry, I fucking hate Futaba so much. I hate Futaba even more than Core. She is so indecisive, and her indecisiveness hurt Toma so much. I will never shut up about how much I dislike Futaba. But like Erika, that's why Erika made me really like happy, because when the second lead confessed to her, things weren't going well between her and Kyoya, and she didn't take advantage of the second lead's kindness. She didn't agree to go out with him, even though he said, it's okay if you don't like me now, you know, you can try going out with me and maybe you'll like me once we get to know each other better. And she still said no. Like, she knows very clearly what she wants, and she wouldn't accept anybody's feelings like half-assedly, which I really like. That part of her I thought was good. But yeah, Kyoya's not really great.
Nah.
No.
No.
Alright, we got our Hamefura boys.
Hamefura. Did you have a favorite?
Oh, I sure
Hamefura?
did. Does anybody want to guess who my favorite is?
Okay, well, the blonde is the prince, so it's not the prince. Is it Alan?
Alan's my second favorite.
Okay, then is it Keith?
Yep.
Okay, Keith is actually my favorite too.
Let's go! We can put Keith
Yes!
in bestest boy!
Boy!
Let's go! Oh yeah, see,
I love
Suzu,
Keith
I
so
didn't
much, he's so
include
cute.
manga. I didn't include manga only, because then the list would be way too long. But Strobe Edge? Have you read Strobe Edge, Jemi?
Oh, I have not read Strobe Edge.
It's by the same
Isn't
author.
that by the same person?
Yeah, same
as-
author as I'll How to Ride.
Mm-hmm.
I actually prefer
No,
Strobe Edge more than I'll How to Ride. I agree with that. But yeah, no manga only characters just because the list was already pretty long. But yeah, Keith.
I think.
Oh my
Well,
god.
I haven't read Strobe
Keith.
Edge, but I've read like
Oh, there's
what's the other one that she
Omoare Furi Furare as well, which is also by
Furare,
the same
yeah.
author. Yeah, that had a movie.
it had a movie. It had a live action movie, and then an anime movie at the same time. I was like, what is happening? But I just read the
Strobe
manga.
Edge is better than I'll How to Ride, in my opinion. I prefer Omoare Furi Furare over I'll How to Ride as well.
Same.
Yeah. Maybe one day we'll get an anime.
Monday.
One day.
Of Strobe Edge.
Bestest boy list is looking very good. I'm glad we agree on so many things, actually.
Me too.
I thought it was gonna be
I was
more
like, oh
different.
man, I'm gonna have to fight Edu for these.
Yeah, no, Keith is best boy. Like,
He is.
Keith is voiced by Kakihara Tetsuya. How can he not be my favorite? Like,
You're
he's
right.
voiced by Kakihara Tetsuya, and he's the Ototo character, and he calls Katarina Nesa. Like, how can he not be my favorite? Literally, there's no other character you can create that I could like more. It's like he was designed for me, you know? That's how I felt when I saw Keith for the
Really
first
was.
time. This is another thing. I don't know if my chat remembers this, but I've asked my chat before, like, if they had a son or daughter, what would they name like their child, and if there's like any names that they particularly like. And for me, Keith is one of my favorite names. I've always said that if I ever have a son, which I don't think I will, but if I ever do have a son, I would name him Keith. I really like Keith as a name. Like his
middle
name
place.
combined with his character design, with the fact that he's an ototo, with the fact that he's voiced by my favorite VA of all time, he was literally designed for me. Hamefura creator designed Keith for me. That's my headcanon.
They were just like, what character would fit Eru the most?
He's
Who can we
perfect.
cast as their voice
He's
too while we're at it?
Because Kaki never gets casted as ototo characters. Like,
That's true.
when I play otome games too, he's always like the flirty kind of character. he doesn't really do the cute character that says Nesan that often. So the fact that they casted Kaki on Keith is like a miracle.
Yo, Taskaru on Eru's Nesan.
Nessa. I can do a better one. Nessa. But I love characters who say Nessa. Yeah, I really like Keith. He even has a name that I really like. Do you have a name that you really like? Well, no, haven't really thought about it.
There is one name that I got from a novel that I was like, oh, I like this guy name. But it's like, it's not typical because it's like, it's Sterling. And I'm like, why do I like that name a lot? I don't know, Sterling Silver. But Keith is a very good name.
All of my favorite names come from Pokemon. Like, I like the name Keith because in the second Pokemon Rangers game, Shadows of Almia, the childhood friend, rival character, is called Keith, and I had a massive crush on this character when I played the game as a kid. So I really like the name Keith. Yeah.
No, that's fair.
I remember screaming over these pixels on the screen back then. Pokemon was just pixels. And I was so attached to this pile of pixels named Keith. I need to replay the game. But
no,
yeah,
me too.
Keith, bestest boy. All the Hamefura boys are so good too. As I said, it's my second favorite.
Second favorite?
Yeah, I love him so much. What about you?
Me too. No, I love Alan.
Tsundere!
Because he's also a Tsun, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a tsundere. I love tsunderes.
So, like, I love him paired with Mary because they're both just, like,
true.
competing.
He's actually kind of cute with Mary, not gonna
Yeah.
lie. But obviously,
like,
they all fall for Bakarina in the timeline that we see, so... But yeah, Alan's my second favorite, definitely. He was actually like tied first with Keith for a while until I completely lost it to the Nesan. But I really like Alan. Like, he's like the perfect amount of tsundere in my opinion. You know how like tsundere goes overboard a little bit sometimes? When it's too tsundere, it turns me off. But I think Alan is like the perfect amount of tsundere.
I'd agree.
I like how oblivious he is to his own feelings as well. It's kind of cute.
It is so cute. Oh my gosh, I
Oh my
need to
god.
watch
The
this
other thing
again.
is he has an inferiority complex. So that was his whole character arc, is that he feels inferior to Gyarados. I have a huge soft spot for characters who have an inferiority complex because I have an inferiority complex. I have a tendency.
Say, like, he's like me for real, for real.
Yeah, he's like me for real, for real. I have a tendency to compare myself to others. I don't have siblings, but I was compared to my older cousin a lot growing up, so I really feel for characters who like feel inferior to their siblings.
Yeah. No, that's me too.
What would
I had a
Gyarados be?
perfect little sister.
Oh.
Oh, Gyarados. I would just say I like him.
I like
or
him,
he's a good
yeah.
boy.
Gyarados is probably the
'Cause,
one.
like, he's not bad.
Yeah, he stands out the least to me out of the Hamefura boys, honestly. He's kind of...
Really? Oh, that would have been my what I said
Oh.
about Nicole.
Okay, look. See? Nico... Okay. Nico...
Maybe I'm forgetting something. Remind me.
I didn't like him much in the beginning. Like, he was really forgettable. I'd almost put him in forgettable tier. But that was because he didn't get screen time. Oh my god, after season 2. Did you watch season 2?
I did watch season 2, but I'm trying to remember. This is why I was like forgettable, because I don't remember what happened in season 2 with
Because
him.
when Nico actually got screen time, I was like, wait, fuck. Wait. Oh, wait. He almost like became my second favorite. Because Alan got a lot less screen time in season 2. Nico got a lot more. And I don't remember the exact details, but I remember fangirling over Nico a lot. Like, he was...
Okay, when he did show up, and he was hot. He was hot. But I don't remember anything
He's also
else.
voiced by Matsuoka-san. Matsuoka-san's soft voice gets me every time. I'm just really weak for Matsuoka's soft voice. his voice that he uses for Nicole sounds kind of like Shao, actually.
Oh, you're right.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That pitch and tone of Matsuoka-san's voice is like my favorite, so it hit really hard.
Okay,
But
so then
I really like Nicole.
that's good. That's a good place for him.
Giotto, I
Did he
feel
have
like
sisters?
yeah,
Oh wait, no, his sister is Sophia. I
yeah,
forgot.
Sophia.
Yeah. Wait, okay, yeah. Now I'm looking at the cast list.
He's quite
Right.
boring in the beginning. I agree. Again, like in the beginning, I put him in forgettable tier, but later on, he really grew on me. I think seeing him slowly develop feelings for Katarina and opening up was really nice because I love character development. Giordo, I think, had the debuff of his whole backstory was in the first few episodes of the anime, and he doesn't really get
yeah.
anything later. So I just got bored of him, I guess. Like,
No, that's fair. Because his whole thing is just like, okay, let me just like exude my presence. Like this is my fiance.
I
And
think
like,
it's
okay.
kind of recency bias. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, see, I'm trying to say he was forgettable when he didn't have screen time. And then when he gets screen time, he's in I love him so much. Like how we were saying, Zeno, he would be forgettable if the OVAs
you
and
only
manga
watch the
didn't
anime.
exist. But you have to understand that once he gets screen time, he is the bestest boy. Like, for me, Nicole is like, before he got screen time, forgettable. After he got screen time, I love him so much. Yeah.
Love it so much.
You have to watch far enough to actually see him shine. Whereas Giordo kind of fell off because he almost just gets less screen time as the other boys come in. Yeah.
That's true. Forgot
Yeah.
about that.
Alright, we have another
Okay.
recent one. Himuro-kun.
I love Himuro-kun.
You do? He's a
I
good boy
love
for me.
him.
But
Like I love him, but I feel like the anime didn't really do him well.
oh, did it not?
I feel like he like more of his like soon reactions, because like I love that like he's like all like composed on the outside, and then on the inside he's like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. That was so cute for me. But I feel like they made a bigger deal of it in the manga than they did
so
in
you
the
say
anime.
the anime didn't do him justice.
Yeah, well, like,
Oh.
which is surprising because I was like, I feel like this is going to be like, it's gonna, it's brought to life, so it's like it's gonna be more impactful. But I think it might have just been like seeing him and Fuyutsuki together. I was like, oh, they're very quiet.
The manga
But
art
in
is
the
so
manga, it's just
pretty.
like-
I actually really want to pick up the manga.
Yes.
Because the anime was
Oh,
quite
it's an easy read.
underwhelming. And
Yeah,
then,
like-
it
Okay.
was not super entertaining. Like it was really relaxing and comfy to watch every week, but I was never like excited for the next episode. And I
Same.
don't think there was ever a moment where I was like, oh my god, they're so cute, which I will like visibly or like like actually audibly start screaming so cute if there's a moment that really gets me fired up. But I don't think the anime had like a single moment that had me that excited.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, because like I was excited for the anime to come out because I'd read the manga way beforehand. But after like the first 3 episodes, I stopped looking forward to it. So I still haven't actually finished the anime.
Oh. I guess I
But,
should pick up the
like-
manga then.
The manga's easy because like because it started as like a 4-koma.
Oh, okay. I might check out the manga. Yeah, since I've seen the manga art, because in the anime too, the ending song, the illustration is drawn by the mangaka, and their illustrations come on my Twitter timeline a lot. And I'm like, oh my god, their art style is so gorgeous. I guess I should check out the manga. Anime probably doesn't do it justice. This is an office
highly
romance, guys. I talked about it in one of my end of season tier lists. You don't get that many office romance series, actually. What
Not really.
Kinda office romance, kinda not. They don't really spend that much time at the office, so
Nope.
yeah. I actually can't think of much other office romances on the top of my head. So I guess if you want a comfy office romance, wholesome, check out. Oh my god, I can never say the full name of the series. 氷属性男子とクールな同僚女子 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's ice guy and cool coworker.
Yeah.
Or something. Yeah.
Ice guy and cool coworker or something.
Colleague?
You should be able to find it if you just search up the keywords. What do we have next? Oh, Kaguya.
Oh my gosh, I'm literally like watching through this again.
It's Kaguya time, guys. Something that I hope everyone in chat has watched. Surely we all know Kaguya, right? Boys, it's your time to shine. Finally, a show that you actually know. Alright, guys.
Right.
Kaicho.
Kaicho! Oh my gosh, okay. He's either bestest or I love him so much for me.
Okay. Let's hear it.
Huh?
Let's hear what you like about him. Because I like Kaicho as well, but he's not my favorite. He would be the I like him for me.
So like for Kaicho, I think I just like how goofy he is. That he's such a. I like dorky characters that aren't that cringe, I guess. But I don't know. With him, he tries so hard, even though he's like literally playing this game of chicken with Kaguya all the time. But his like inner monologue is very great. But yeah, if I were to choose between the two, though, Ishigami is definitely higher on my list.
Ishigami bestest boy.
Best boy. Yeah.
See, I really like Kaicho, but I think I just overwhelmingly like Ishigami so much that Kaicho is more like a I like him for me. I just love Ishigami so much.
Me too.
Ishigami bestest boy for real. He's so.
I think so. I don't cry that often with anime, but I cried for Ishigami.
Me too. I cried when I read the manga. I was actually a manga reader before that season came out, and that arc, Ishigami's arc, hit me so hard. That's what turned Kaguya from I like this series to, oh my god, this might be a masterpiece. Like, that was the moment Kaguya went from a show or like a series that I just kind of like to like, this is kind of a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Like,
because I was like, oh, it's just for the lulz and the memes. And then we got to that. I was like, oh.
yeah, he's the best.
It's deeper
boy.
than that.
Oh my god, I'm so glad everyone in chat agrees Ishigami is best boy. He is.
Let's go.
He's just so. Again, so this is kind of spoiler if I actually talk about his arc, but if you never got far enough in the anime or manga to see Ishigami's backstory, please go back and get to that part. Personally, for me, that was the most powerful arc in the manga. I know everyone keeps talking about how Kaguya's like confession setup, like the whole confession scene at the climax of the series was peak. I'm sorry, but Ishigami's arc was peak. Like, yeah, the confession was amazing, the build-up was great, but Ishigami's arc was peak. That was like the best writing in Kaguya, in my opinion. It was just, it made me cry.
I can't believe Kaguya made me cry. I was like, what? Or like this series in general, because it's like not what you think going into the anime. You think it's just gonna be all laughs, and it's like, oh wait, no, this deals with some darker issues here.
Yeah, I relate to Ishigami a lot, and I don't know, I just want the best for him.
He deserves to be happy.
I know.
He deserves all the good
He
stuff.
deserves all the happiness in the world, for real. But yeah, I'd say Ishigami is best boy.
Bestest
I feel like compared to everybody else on the list, I guess, because like Ishigami is kind of a little bitch sometimes, but like that's a part of the charm as well.
That is.
I think his arc was just so well written that I just feel like he needs to be at the top. Yeah, that's the thing, Cross. I feel like he's best boy as a character, but maybe like if we're judging this based on like romance, because a shoujo doesn't mean romance.
Yeah.
I wouldn't date all of the characters in this list. As I said, Yoon is like my son. Zeno's also my son. Xiaoran, again, that's illegal.
Also.
I you know what? Actually, out of everyone in the bestest boy tier, if you were to like date someone or like romance someone, who would you pick? Cause like low-key, I'm looking at this list and it's like really like Haku.
It's really just Haku.
It's really just Haku. I mean, most of them are like kids in middle school, high school, some primary school. Kind of illegal.
Oh my gosh, they are all.
Kind of legal. I'd romance Keith as well. Wait, guys, is Keith legal? I hope he is. But yeah, is Hawk even
in that
legal?
world probably.
How old is
Like,
Hawk
how
even
old
legal?
is Hawk?
How old is he?
How
Like
old
18?
is Hawk from Akayona?
I don't know
Let's
if they're
see.
legal.
He's 19.
Okay, that's legal. We're good.
That's
We're
legal.
Good. We're good. Why are they in shoujo tier list? Oh, you mean Ishigami and Kaicho? Kaguya kind of is shonen, isn't it? I know, but
Kind of.
yeah. Again, like Horimiya is also shonen, but a lot of people regard it as shoujo, and I wanted to include a few things that chat at least knows, because otherwise you guys are gonna be like, who this, who that, who this. So I included Kaguya and like Horimiya, even though they're technically more shonen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Kaguya had a shoujo episode.
But yeah.
Arguably one of the best episodes for me.
Kaguya is a really, really, really good romance. Alright, what do we have next? Fruits
Okay.
basket!
Oh, no.
Let's go!
Alright, Shigure Soma. No. No for me.
Shigure is so toxic.
But he was kind of the whole reason the story happened. So I'm like, okay, you're unnecessary.
It's so hard to talk about why Shigure is toxic without basically spoiling the whole plot of Fruits Basket. Just know, guys, that Shigure is fucked up. He's the kind of guy that would like, this is a spoiler.
Like, just don't trust him.
he's fucked up. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
He even knows.
He knows he's fucked up, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
He'll gaslight
I think
you.
he calls himself out at one point.
He's the definition of a gaslighter.
Mm-hmm.
He's a wolf after all. Isn't he supposed to be a dog? Like the...
He is a dog.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shigure is a
I
good
guess that's as
character.
close as we're gonna get to a wolf.
Definitely a no. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Shigure is basically a walking red flag.
Yep. 100%. Yeah.
He probably plays League of Legends. I'm joking.
But
No.
you're probably right.
No, Shigure is a walking red flag. You can tell immediately from episode 1, because it's not revealed until later, like why he's toxic and what kind of like motivations he has. But you can kind of tell from the way he talks and the way he interacts with other people that he's kind of sussy and that he's a red flag.
Mm-hmm.
What did League players do to you? Oh, you did not want to know, Mufin.
You don't want to know for me either.
He's kind of the sexy toxic. Is he sexy? Do you think Shigure is the sexy toxic?
No, he's not my definition of sexy, that's for sure. But
No,
that's
I
me.
don't think he's sexy either. Like, he looks sexy and sounds sexy, but I think Haru's
Just
sexier.
give me Hatori Soma.
Haru is sexier.
Yeah, I'd go with that.
I feel so wrong. I feel sort of wrong to call Haru sexy because he's like one of the younger characters in the show, but like
That's true. He's Momiji's age.
but he's voiced by Furukawa-san. Oh my god, Furukawa-san characters
know.
next to one another. Yeah.
Oh, they are.
I really like Haru. Haru and Rin are like one of my favorite side couples. They are so sweet.
Yes. Oh my gosh, he's so sweet to her.
Oh my god, you know
with
that
everything that
scene
she goes
where
through.
the people in the school were like, "Why did you dye your hair?" And then he was like, "It's natural." And then they wouldn't believe
Oh
him.
god.
And then he dragged the
So
guy
bad.
into the toilet. And then they came out, and then he was like, "Oh, it is natural."
Tora's like, how did he prove that? And the boys are like, no, stop asking.
I love that scene. It's so funny.
Me too.
Haru is so unhinged. I love him. You never
Same.
forget that scene. Yeah. You guys, imagine, how do you think Haru managed to prove that his hair is just naturally this color? There's only one way. He just dragged the dude into the toilet and then he came out shocked. It was so funny. But yeah. Let's do Momiji before we get into Kyo and
Momiji.
Yuki.
I love him.
Oh.
I cried so much with Momiji.
I know. Momiji is voiced by Han Megumi, who voices Kana in the recently popular Oshinoko. I love Gumitan's voice acting so much. She's really able to draw out emotion. Like, her voice acting has gone in Hunter x Hunter as well. I think especially in the final season, like after Momiji grows up, and
Yeah.
like Momiji has some of the moments that made me the most emotional in Fruits Basket, actually. When he talks about his family situation, his parents, and the way he puts on a smile when everything is hurting, the way you can hear the pain amidst the cheerfulness in his voice. I don't know. He's such a deep character. Guys, I know he looks like your typical, you know, what do you call, cute, blonde Bishonen boy, but I promise you, he's one of the characters with the most depth in Fruits Basket. This boy...
He's got a lot of wisdom for being like the Genki boy.
And this boy has gone through some real trauma. Like, is Momiji your favorite? I'm actually tempted to say that Momiji is my favorite. Because otherwise, I'd be like, Kyo and Yuki are my equal favorites. Because I can't pick between Kyo and Yuki. So I just say Momiji is my favorite. Because low-key, I like all three of them equally. Momiji had a very, very strong impact on me. I mean, if a character can make me cry, that's pretty telling. Like, because Momiji made me cry just on his own. It wasn't even like his relationship with another character. It was just his backstory alone made me cry. So he's very well written. Love him so much.
I agree.
But Kyo and Yuki.
Kyo.
Alright, Kyo.
Oh. I mean, him and Yuki are pretty much going to be equal for me despite my type changing over the years.
I almost want to put both of them into bestest boy.
I think bestest boy, yeah. I would agree,
know.
both of them. Because they're both so good.
It's, again, Kyo is another tsundere that's like just the right amount of tsun. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna be a little toxic towards shonen for a little bit, but I think shoujo is so much better at having the right amount of tsun in their characters than shonen. Or like, just because I feel like in a lot of shonen series, when they make a tsundere girl, she's too tsun. Like, she'll literally like kick the guy and like punch him so hard that he flies out into outer space or something. Like, to me, that's a bit over the top. There's very rare instances where there's a tsundere girl in like a shonen or like a harem where I'm like, okay, that's the right amount of tsun. Like, Rin from Fate is the right amount of tsun, but a lot of shonen don't write tsun that well. Whereas in shoujo, I feel like whenever they have tsun, it's the right amount of tsun.
Momiji and Uwatani's backstory does make me cry a
It's
lot.
not too,
Sometimes
it's
I
not too
question that even
exaggerated.
if I am
It's
a guy,
actually
I cry
like
too much.
palatable.
It's like
I agree with that.
understandable. Yeah, Momiji's backstory is so good. Every Fruits Basket character actually has a really good backstory.
Yeah.
Kyo's backstory.
They really like dig into the stories for them.
Kyo's backstory made me cry as well.
Yuki's made me cry.
Yeah, Yuki's made me cry.
Again,
Haru
too.
and Rin made me cry as well.
Ah!
They all made me cry.
Every member of the Zodiac made me cry at one point.
Yeah. Yuki is well gonna be
Yuki,
best boy.
I'm still floored that over the years my type has just changed from Kyo to Yuki.
I was so surprised when I watched the reboot, and especially in season 1, I definitively preferred Yuki over Kyo. Like, by the end, it was equal for me, but in season 1, Yuki was like 100% on top of Kyo for me. Cause I think it's Shimazaki Nobunaga buff, like.
Yes.
Because Yuki
He did so good as
yeah,
Yuki.
He was voiced by a female seiyuu, I think, in the original Fruits Basket, and
Yep.
she didn't even really try to sound like a guy. Yuki low-key just sounded like a girl in the OG. And
I kind of just always viewed Yuki as a girl in the original because of how they portrayed him.
And I think
and the voice.
Zaki and Yuma were just like the perfect casting for Kyo and Yuki in this reboot. It made me like both of them a lot more. It's like Yuki's still pretty, but he feels like a pretty boy now, not just a pretty character. Like I can feel that he's a guy with Zaki's voice acting in the reboot. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yuki's character development is so good.
Oh, gosh. And then so because I like goofy characters, right? When they started to make him like more relatable later on in the series, I was like, yes.
You know what I really
need
love
this level of comedy
about
with him.
Fruits Basket? This might be kind of a spoiler, so I'll say it in a roundabout way, but obviously the main girl, Toru, only can end up with one of them, right? So that means the other boy is gonna be left. And I like that they introduced a new love interest for the boy that doesn't end up with Toru. Like,
same.
Yeah, it feels like it's gonna be like, oh, which boy is Toru gonna be with? But actually, later on in the series, they reveal that one of the boys like realizes their feelings towards Toru actually isn't romantic. Like it's very precious, but it's something else, and it's very like definitive who is the romantic choice for Toru, like who she's gonna end up with in the end. And they don't just leave the other boy hanging on the side. They actually introduce a proper new love interest for him that he has his own like little romance with that's really precious as well, and I love that.
Same.
I love that.
Because I was like, don't just leave second lead out in the dust and just to be sad and for what?
Exactly. Yeah, I love that, you know, the boy that doesn't end up with Toru gets another, you know, love story to himself as well. It's very sweet. Very sweet.
Very sweet.
Fruits Basket writes some of the best couples. Yeah, both Yuki and Kyo gotta be the bestest boys.
Yes. Okay, Miyamura.
Horimiya. Guys, here's another one that you probably know as well because it's technically shonen.
But so iconic.
I feel like most of the shoujo that a lot of people have watched are actually shonen disguised as shoujo.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Alright.
Because like I honestly didn't think that Horimiya was a shonen until I looked it up and I was like, oh.
See, I know Suzu really likes Miyamura. I know Jenny really likes Miyamura as well. Jenny, as in like one of my viewers, is called Jenny. Sometimes I say your name and I say Jenny's name and people get confused as to who I'm talking about. I need to like...
I think there was one time I was lurking and you said Jenny and I was like, me? And
yeah, I was like,
oh, wait.
I need to come up with like a nickname, but like, how do I nickname Jemi? That's already like short. Ni-chan. I don't know.
You want to say the whole Jemi Roka. But like,
I'll call you by your full name every time.
My full name. It feels like I'm being scolded every time.
But how do you feel about Miyamura, Jemi?
Bestest boy.
Huh. Oh my god, I'm alone.
But I also think he deserves better.
Oh my god, I'm alone.
Sorry.
I'm like, see, I like Miyamura, but
You're alone!
I like Miyamura, but he's not bestest boy for me.
Okay. Why?
I don't know. I feel the same way towards Miyamura as I do for, say, like, Usui. It's like, he's good, but I don't particularly feel attracted to him. Maybe it's just personal taste. I don't know. Guys, I prefer Toru. Am I weird?
You prefer Toru?
I like
the purple?
Toru. Yeah, I like Toru. I just prefer Toru and Yuki over Miyamura and Hori, which is probably like the hottest take.
I mean, I don't blame you for it, because like, okay, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Hori, but that's why I'm like,
Miyamura. I don't particularly like Hori, so maybe her relationship with Miyamura doesn't appeal to me as much as Yuki and Toru. I don't know. I like Toru.
I do
and
like Yuki and Toru.
They're my favorite. Truly the hottest thing. Yeah, I'm literally scared to say this because everybody who has watched Horimiya or likes Horimiya is like obsessed with. Oh my god, I almost fell off my chair. I tried to like posture check and then I almost fell off my chair. But yeah, everybody who likes Horimiya is a huge fan of Hori and Miyamura's relationship. I mean, the show's name is literally their ship name. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Toru is also good. I wouldn't even say I like Toru that much. Toru is just that I like him. And Miyamura is also a I like him for me. Both of them are I like hims, but we can take it in between and put Miyamura
We'll
here.
take it in between.
Yeah. All of
That works for
Horimiya
me.
boys are great. Is it a hot take that I don't think any of them are special?
No.
Like,
Because the others are kind of, and if you put them on this list, I would have put them in forgettable because I
see, guys,
don't
this is a shoujo boys list with a few shonen mixed in, right? And I'm not gonna lie, even like Kaguya. Again, I really like Ishigami as a character, but as a shoujo boy, he'd be more like here.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
like if we're judging this based on like shoujo boys, you guys just need to watch more shoujo, cause shonen boys are
yes.
just not as good as shoujo. I'm sorry, like they're kind of. Miyamura's probably the best one in Horimiya, but all of the other boys are kind of basic.
Yeah.
He isn't a shoujo boy, yeah. Miyamura's probably the one that feels the most like a shoujo boy. Like he's actually very good.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
yeah,
Within a
most of the
shonen
boys
anime.
in Horimiya are kinda just basic.
Yeah.
They're kind of
Agree.
just basic. I'm sorry. Like, I like them, but there's nothing about them that particularly stands out. What do you like the most about Miyamura? Suzu and Jemi. Like give me a verbal explanation on what you especially find attractive about Miyamura.
As I've mentioned before, I really like gaps. So, for Miyamura, I like that he was like his personality is very like nice and kind of quiet, but he's friendly. But then he looks like antisocial, but he's not. He's just trying to like figure out his way. But I really liked his character development the most, like how he just opens up throughout the series. I guess mainly because of Hori, which I'm like still deserves better. Hori could be better, but he's just a very I like sweet boys, and he is like epitome of sweet boy. So for me, Suzu says everything. So
Everything is not a good explanation.
help me, Suzu.
They're all great guys. What more do you want? That's the problem, Crispy. If there's nothing about them that stands out that I can pinpoint as what I like about them, then they don't deserve to be in the highest tier. Because I can write you an essay on all of these boys on why they're great. Like there's something in particular that stands out about them that I really like. I can't find that in Miyamura. Like he's good. I like him a lot. But I can't pinpoint something about him that makes him especially stand out to me, if that makes sense. It's just very like, it's probably because Konimi is also just like a school story. It's very mundane. Some of these are more like
That's true.
supernatural stuff, so it might be a bit unfair to compare. In Horimiya, there's no life or death situations because Haku will literally die for Yona. You know, it's like Horimiya doesn't really have those situations, so it's a bit hard to judge, I guess.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I feel like Mikorin might be a bit too high.
No, don't do this to our boy.
Because I'm like starting to
Mikorin.
I'm starting to rethink about how we're like ranking this, you know? But yeah. Good personality, is cute, is pretty, will love you forever and ever, and other good things.
Yes.
It-
Suzu
that-
gets it.
No, but that's so
You and me, Suzu.
that's so surface level though. It's like, yeah, he has a good personality, he's cute, he's pretty. There's nothing that's special that stands out. There's a lot of boys who are on this list who are cute, have a good personality, is pretty, will love you forever. Like, that's every shoujo boy is like that.
That is true. But there's something about Miyamura that he has like the balance between edgy boy and good boy. And I'm like, that's cool. I love that.
I feel like,
which is superficial. You are right. But
I feel like it almost could be because of Hori, because Hori's kind of like the one that comes off a bit stronger in their relationship, right? Like, she's the one kind of taking the lead almost a lot of the times. So, I don't know. Sometimes I wish he spoke up more. I know, like, you know, he has trauma.
that's fair.
But
Yeah.
maybe I wish he was a little more... Like, he opens up more and more slowly, but I guess I wish he just... What do you call... could take the lead a
Have
little
more of a backbone.
Yeah, I guess I want him to take the lead a little bit more. Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
is like my hot take that would get all of the girls not on my side. Nobody's on my side. No one's on my side. Guys and girls alike love Horimiya. I just think Horimiya is so basic. I'm sorry, guys. Like, I'll enjoy it, but Horimiya is like rice to me. Like, I'll eat it and
Rice.
it tastes good and it works great with any dish, but it just tastes plain is what Horimiya is to me. I like, yeah. It's just...
So, like, it's a good starter.
It's a
But
good
it's not
starter,
the
indeed.
entree.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But there's no spice to it. It's just...
It needs some soy sauce.
Yeah, like, it's great.
Furikake.
But there's nothing about it that, I guess, makes it really stand out. But top women? I don't know. I just prefer Yuki and Toru. I just prefer Yuki
Agreed.
and Toru. I don't know how to explain. I think I like that Yuki and Toru feel more like they start off as friends and then slowly transition into more than that. Whereas Hori and Miyamura, from their first meeting, it kind of already felt like they were interested in each other romantically. And I explained this earlier. Oh my god, it's the exact same reason why I'm not a huge fan of Shirayuki and Zen, where it's like they had the thing where from the moment they kind of first saw each other and got to know each other, it already felt like romance was gonna start. They give off childhood friends vibe. You mean Yuki and Toru? Or are you talking about Hori and Miyamura?
Do they?
Hori and
Oh,
Miyamura
Hori
do
and
not feel like
Toru.
childhood friends. Yuki and Toru kind of do though, which is probably why I like them. What do you mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, which one?
Yeah, which?
Have you read the manga? Yes, I have read the manga, but I'm not up
Same.
to date. Yuki and Toru. Okay, that's probably why I prefer Yuki and Toru. Then it's because they have childhood friend vibes.
Childhood friends vibe.
But yeah, I
can see
I
that.
don't dislike Miyamura at all. I like him, in fact. I just don't... He's just not the bestest boy for me. Maybe it's just personal preference. Maybe it's just personal preference.
Which is fine. Oh,
Alright.
you get to this anime.
Have you watched Koikimo?
I have watched Koikimo.
What do
and
you
I'm trying to
think
remember
of
exactly
Ryo-san?
what I thought about it. Oh man, Ryo.
He's a
Like,
good
Toshi.
boy sounds weird.
I was
'cause
biased.
He's literally a working adult, and I just put him in the he's a
He
good
is.
boy category.
I would probably say he's good. Yeah, he's a good boy for me too. But
He's a
He
good
is a
boy
little
slash man.
push-
Wait. He's not a boy. I can't do this. Yeah.
I was like a little like apprehensive with this show, but I was like, I will just keep watching this, what I think is a dumpster fire, until the end to see what happens. Cause like I was like, he's a little kind of sussy
The Sus series?
in the beginning. Huh? For Koikimo?
Yeah, somebody asked, is this a sus series? What do you guys mean by sus? As in, like, the age gap? Are you guys concerned about the
There is
age
an
gap? Or...
I have mentioned this multiple times. Age gaps don't really bother me because I lived through CCS.
Oh, true.
And that has the worst one, and I
True.
just never thought anything of it. I'm like...
It's like, okay, guys, the premise of this show is basically he's a working adult, so he's like in his 20s, and then I believe the girl's in high school, and then like
The girl's in high school.
Yeah, he
his
meets this
little
high school
sister is the
girl.
same age as. Well, his little sister's. He falls in love with his little sister's best friend.
This is confusing. Wait, so this guy has a little sister, and
Yeah.
his little sister's best friend is the girl that he ends up falling in love with, and he's kind of persistent in pursuing her. Like he'll send her flowers and like teddy bears, and really try to like pursue her despite the age gap and despite the fact that it's literally his sister's best friend. So I guess I understand why people might think it's weird. I'm not gonna lie, I'm also not a huge fan of the romance between Ryo-san and the main girl. I forgot his name. But I have to say,
Oh.
Tamura-kun is the best.
Yeah?
story.
I agree. I loved Tamura-kun.
I had a phase where I was obsessed with Tamura-kun. Like my entire camera roll was just screenshots of him from the manga.
Really?
I don't know how to explain why I love him so much, but I love him so much. If I met a guy like this IRL, I'd probably fall in love with him. He is just I really like the way his romance developed with the main girl, because they start off not knowing each other, they're just classmates, and then they start like borrowing each other's manga, right? And then they just talk really casually,
yeah.
and then it's just I just like a friend. I just like a friend to romance. Anything that doesn't
Same.
start as a friend to romance, it just doesn't click with me, maybe. I don't know. But I really like the way Tamaru-kun's what was Tamura? I forgot.
Tamaru.
Yeah. He's also voiced by Enoki Junya,
Yep.
which is a plus.
It's very big plus.
But yeah, I really
Nah, he belongs up there. You're right.
I really like him. I don't like Ryo-san as much. Like, he's a good guy. If you guys are worried
He's a
whether
good
he's
guy.
creepy or not, he's not. He never forces the girl to do anything. You can argue that his advances a little bit too pushy, but I personally don't think he's on creep level. Like, he doesn't try to groom her. He doesn't force her
No.
into anything. He's very respectful. But
He tries to get to know her interests.
Yeah,
and
he actually
everything.
tries to get to know her, which is pretty
Like,
wholesome.
he gets into anime.
But Tamura-kun is the best part of this series. You are so right, Selena. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Tamura-kun. I will like show you guys this show, like do a watch along for it, just to show you guys how good Tamura-kun is. That scene at the aquarium where he tried to hold her hand, but then like pulled back, made me scream when I read it in the manga.
It's like so close. That's so far.
It's just the fact that he's into a high school girl. That's kind of true. I've never understood that. We're all adults now. Have you ever
Yeah.
would you consider like being with a high school student? It feels so illegal. Like,
It does feel illegal. And
anybody
it's
in
also,
chat in their 20s would consider being with a high school student, or does that feel illegal to you? It feels kind of illegal.
Yeah.
This
This
question.
question.
It it is illegal. Is it illegal though?
We're going into dangerous territory, Edu.
No. Wait, is it illegal to be with a high school student if you're like an adult, or is it only illegal if you like get sexual with them? I'm pretty sure it's not illegal if you're just in a relationship with them. Is it illegal? What if they're 18? What if they're in their third
If
year
they're
of high school?
18, it's technically legal if they're 18, because then they're considered a consenting adult,
Socially
a
questionable.
consenting child.
Like
Yeah, I
I'm
don't know.
trying to figure out like whether it's even possible for people to feel attracted to someone who's so much younger than them. Because if you're a working adult, then it means there'd be at minimum a 3-4 year-ish gap, which doesn't sound that bad on paper. Like 3 to 4 years doesn't sound bad at all, right? But for some reason, when it's like between high school and like somebody who's already a working adult, it feels really illegal.
Yeah, because then it is implied that there's a pretty sizable age gap because he's past college. She's but like in the grand scheme of things, like 3 to 4 years is not that bad. I guess it's just like what you just have to wait until they cross over
Mental
the
age
18-year-old line.
Because like for me,
Mental age matters too. Yeah.
For me nowadays, when oh my god, it makes me feel so old every time. But nowadays, when I go outside and I see high school kids with their backpacks like walking home, I'm just like, babies. I see them like
Same.
Yeah, I look at them. I'm still a baby. Like I'm working as a freelancer. I still kind of feel like a baby. You know, I had 3 years taken away from me because of COVID. But even and I'm not that old yet. But I look at high school kids walk down the streets with their backpacks, and I'm like, babies.
So I do too.
Yeah, so I wonder how Ryo sees like, you know, a high school girl and then just like even see her as a potential romantic partner. That is kind of.
Now that you say it that way, it is a little
Yeah.
Because like I'll be like, I think I'll see high schoolers now and be like, oh, like I'll kind of like flash back to when I was in high school and I was like, oh, they look way younger than what I remember.
They're so small.
Them to be like
baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like if, you know, maybe the main girl was in college, like in uni, it wouldn't be so bad. Or maybe like if they met after they're both working adults, the age gap wouldn't be that bad. But like at least they'd be equals in terms of where they are in life. Yeah. But yeah, definitely I prefer her with Tamura-kun.
Tamura.
Her relationship with Tamura-kun is just better. But yeah.
She is, yeah.
So we have Nana. Nana's technically a josei. That's why this list is called Shoujo tier list, but Nana. Finally, we can have another in the no tier, but we'll start with Shin. We'll start with Shin. What do you think of Shin?
You know what? I was trying to remember all of the characters from Nana today, and you know what showed up on my Twitter?
What?
Somebody tweeted a tweet of, because like this guy is with Hachi, right?
No, Shin ends up with someone else actually.
Oh, okay.
Nobu.
Well,
Nobu and Takumi are the ones that are with Hachi, and then this is the one with Nana. Ren. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, because I remember somebody tweeted, it was a screen cap from the manga of Hachi talking about her standards, and she was like, "Well, you know what? At least he wears the stuff during the thing."
Wait, I saw that
like,
exact
is a very low bar.
I saw that exact tweet. Actually, when it's okay, Jemi, you can say the word. You can say the word. I've talked about worse things on stream. It should be fine. We're like 3 hours in. It's fine. We won't get bonked by YouTube. Yeah, it's like because Hachi's standard for men is so low that when she was talking about what she likes about Nobu, she was like, yeah, he's so nice to me, and whenever we do it, he uses a condom, and then everybody was quote retweeting and being like, isn't that the bare minimum?
Right?
Her standards are so low that the fact that he'll like, you know, use protection is like a green flag to her, whereas it's like, is that not the bare minimum?
You poor child.
You poor child. But I really like Nobu. What about you?
I do, too.
Nobu is definitely, out of the 4 I have here, the best one. The only one who actually treated Hachi properly.
Right?
He uses protection. What a green flag. That's how low the standards are for the boys in Nana, guys. The standard is that if you use protection, then you're a green flag. Yeah. Nobu, out of everyone, is the only one that actually tried to like treat the girl well, I think. Like he respected her, and of course, you know, he tried to make things as easy for her as possible. And they probably had the best, sweetest, most, wholesome relationship. Takumi though?
Yeah.
Takumi is the worst one on this list, just saying. Like, Shigure is toxic, Kyoya is toxic, I just personally don't like, but Takumi is just a piece of shit.
Agreed. Like,
Like he
I'm
almost
trying
needs
to
a new
remember
tier just for
like,
him.
stuff that happened, but that is the one thing I remember.
Yeah. You need these guys to appreciate the best boy more. No, that's the whole point the tweet was trying to make. That in Nana, the standard for men is so low that using protection is apparently like a good. It's like a oh yeah, he's such a good guy. He'll actually use protection. You know what that says about the other guys? They'll just do it without using protection, even though they're like not ready to pay for child support. I mean, I guess Takumi's rich and he was ready to pay for child support. Wait, that's a spoiler, but
Still, no.
but
Need a new tier for Takumi.
Takumi has literally forced himself onto Hachi, okay? He is the one of the most toxic men I have ever like come across in Shoujo series. He is so bad. He'll like lie out of his ass. He'll be like, "Yeah, I love you, babe," and then he'll just like, go like fuck some other woman. That's the kind of guy he is.
You know what? I'm looking at his wiki page because I didn't remember I don't remember everything that happened, and I'm looking at the romances. I was like, oh.
He'll gaslight
no.
you into thinking that you're important to him, and then he actually has like, you know, like 50 side bitches. And
my girl Hachi, please.
Yeah. I don't think he ever loved her. It's really sad. We all know best boy, well not best boy, but like the best partner Hachi could have had in Nana is Nana. Should have gone lesbian route for real. I feel so strongly about this after rewatching it recently, but yeah, we're only doing the boys tier list today, so. How about Len? What do you think of Len? This is Nana's boyfriend.
Nana's boy, right?
Nana's man. He's a good boy, honestly.
Good boy, yeah. I was like, he's just okay for me.
He also doesn't use protection though. But no, his reasoning...
not meeting that green flag right there.
Okay, his reason though was he wanted to have a kid with Nana. Nana was the one who didn't want a kid, so she took birth control. Yeah. But like, I think it's selfish of him to like not, you know, care about Nana's feelings.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like that's being extremely selfish. If she doesn't want kids, then like don't force her to have kids.
A little childish, I'd say. But he's a good boy. I think Len is one of the like better guys in Nana.
Agreed.
Compared to Takumi, you know, it's
everybody's better than Takumi.
Exactly.
Let's be real.
He was in love with someone else. Do you mean Takumi? Oh yeah, Takumi was in love with someone else.
Yep.
I don't understand why characters go for people that they're not in love with. Like, just because the person you love doesn't love you back, it doesn't mean you should go for someone else and hurt them. Like, what good does that do?
It's like, it's just using people.
Exactly. Nana has a lot of characters getting together with the person that they are not in love with to almost like fill in the void or the emptiness.
Yeah, it's just to not feel lonely.
Yeah, of not being with who they actually want to be with, which is like really bad.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever wanna be depresso, check out Nana. The music
Espresso.
do be good though.
Is it finished? It's never finished,
No,
right?
the author passed away before they could finish the manga.
Oh yeah, okay, that is what happened.
The standards are so low for men and Nana, I know, right? But okay, Shin-chan though, I actually think Shin-chan's a good boy too. I quite like Shin-chan.
Mm-hmm. I do remember him. Yeah, he's a good boy.
I put the good boys on this list because some of the other guys, they're bad and also not relevant enough. Like, I wanted to put Shoji here. Remember Nana's first boyfriend?
Shoji. Oh gosh, well he'd go down in the no.
Shoji, I really don't like Shoji. Like, he's not toxic. No. Like, he's not openly toxic and a gaslighter and manipulator the same way Takumi is. But just the fact that he came off as such like a sweet guy and ended up doing the worst thing to Hachi was...
Yo, that made me so sad. It destroyed my hope. I was like, oh, well, all good guys
Shin's
are
the
just
best
good.
in Nana. I actually kind of want to put Shin in... It's either I put both of them in He's a Good Boy, or I put both of them in like a higher tier. Because these two are kind of the same for me, Nobu and Shin. These two are the best as boys. I like them more than Len, so I guess I'll put them in
Yeah,
this
go up.
tier.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shin is so sweet. But we have to understand that Shin is underage and it is illegal.
Crayon Shin-chan. Yeah.
I always forget that Shin is underage. Isn't he like 14?
It's because he's like surrounded by other people that are older. Hold on, let me see.
I'm pretty sure Shin's like 14 and he works as a prostitute, which is illegal.
Oh right, I forgot about that. He's 15.
He's 15!
Yeah. Wait, what?
He's 15. And his
Oh,
job
God.
is going around sleeping with different women. It's pretty fucked up, guys. Nana is really fucked up, just saying. Someone in the
Yeah.
series didn't care. Oh yeah, the person Shin ends up with is a lot older than him, which I guess you can say the age gap is problematic, but I find Shin and, you know, I'm just gonna say it because I think most of my chat probably isn't gonna watch Nana anyway, and it's such an old series, but I think Shin and Layla are so wholesome. They have like a 9-year age gap or something. But
do,
they are
yeah.
so wholesome. They are one of the sweetest, genuinely sweetest couples, I think, in Nana. Like just the fact when they found out that their birthday is on the same day, and they got so excited together, and they were like, "Oh, this must be fate!" And their little like dates in the car, and just like them trying to be there for each other. They're really wholesome.
I know.
Me too, really like them. Yeah, I think Shin and Reida are probably my favorite couple in Nana. Because a lot of the couples don't end up well or are toxic. See, besides Nana X Hachi, which is, you know, the two main girls together, which... Why are they even dating men? They should just be together. Besides
At this
those
point, it's
two,
like, you should learn men are not worth it. in this
Exactly,
series.
exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I actually read up on, what do you call... compulsory, what do you call, heterosexuality after rewatching Nana? Because apparently people are analyzing that the reason why Hachi keeps dating bad men is because she's convinced that she likes men when she doesn't. It was really an interesting read.
Oh.
Gotta head to bed now. Bye bye, Crispy. Sleep well.
Bye.
But yeah,
I believe that.
Nana explores some pretty interesting themes. I recommend checking out.
That was probably
Nana.
one of the darker ones that I read. When I was
It's
younger.
probably the darkest one out of every single thing on this list.
Right.
But yeah, if you want to think deep about relationships and life, and I think Nana hits harder when you watch it after becoming an adult, because a lot of the adults in this show will make bad decisions in order to almost run away from the pain of adulthood. Like I feel like Hachi makes so many bad decisions and clings onto toxic people because she feels so behind in her life. Like if you're in your early 20s, you just graduated uni, or you're in uni right now, like it hits very hard because a lot of the emptiness that the characters experience kind of influences the bad choices that they make. So it's like a good reminder to like always hold strongly onto your morals and don't let life defeat you. Don't make bad decisions and then regret them later.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. Yeah.
Yukiria-san, konbanwa.
Tamaki.
And Haruma, ohayo, good
Hello.
morning. We are up to Oran High School Host Club. We're almost there. Alright.
Oh my gosh.
Tamaki-senpai.
Tamaki
What do you
senpai. I love him.
Love him?
I love him.
Okay.
You?
What about Hikaru?
Hikaru.
Because Hikaru's
Okay, so
for me.
that's me too. Because like, okay, if I was choosing between the Tamaki Haruhi ship, the Hikaru Haruhi ship, sorry if that's a spoiler, you should know by now.
Yeah, we know. Most people should know.
Right, I definitely shipped Hikaru Haruhi more.
I prefer Hikaru with Haruhi as well. Anybody in chat watch Oran High School Host Club? I'm like, I like Tamaki, but he never stood out to me as much as Hikaru did. I just much preferred Hikaru and Haruhi's relationship.
Same. Like Haruhi brought so much out of Hikaru.
I think think
Like,
it's
so much
because they
growth.
feel more like friends, and also again it's like almost tsundere. I just like the tsundere. And also, I'm not sure if you know this, but their voice actors are literally married.
Oh wait, yeah, I do remember hearing that.
Hikaru and
that's
Haruhi's
so
voice
cute.
actors, Suzumura Kenichi and Sakamoto Maya-san, they're married.
Right.
And the fact that like
Oh,
they should have made an anime original ending where like Haruhi and Hikaru get together to like, I don't know,
Yes.
congratulate Suzuken-san and Maya-san for their anniversary or something. I swear, why not? They're
Was
just-
there no like celebratory art? Like, did no one do anything?
I don't
for
know.
that? Well, I guess there'd
I
just
think
be
they were
strip art.
married before Oran High School Host Club even came out. I don't remember. But like, yeah, I'm just upset, man. Like, I was 100% team Hikaru over Tamaki. It wasn't even like a question. Like, even with like Luka and Natsume, because I like both of them. I personally prefer Luka, but in terms of like who I ship with Mikan, it was such a hard choice for me. Even like Mizuki and Tomoe, I like both of them and I would ship both of them with Nanami. But in Oran High School Host Club, it was a no question, no doubt Hikaru is the one that I would pick to ship with Haruhi. Yeah. Nobody watched
Yes.
Oran High School Host Club, guys?
I know, like no one's commenting on it.
Guys,
What?
catch up. Kiss, kiss, fall
Such a
in love.
classic.
It's so iconic. It's such an iconic show. Gotta check it out. Do you remember the episode where Hikaru and Haruhi have like almost a fight? Because like he gets jealous.
Yeah.
And then he kind of acts like a little bitch, and then Haruhi goes off and
It was
looks for him.
wasn't it Karuizawa?
Yeah, the
Because of
Karuizawa
Haruhi's, like,
episode,
childhood
yeah.
friend.
And like I don't that episode hit me really hard. Like Hikaru realizes that he was being so selfish and childish, and he grows as a person and becomes more mature through his love for Haruhi. And like he puts down his pride and his childish, selfish feelings and gives a really genuine apology to Haruhi, and I really love that moment. That moment resonated with me a lot.
No, me too. That's why I wasn't considering Hikaru for Haruhi until that, and I was like, wait, I like them way more than Tamaki and Haruhi.
I feel like Haruhi propelled Hikaru to become a better person. Like he grew as a person thanks to meeting Haruhi. So I really like them.
Me too.
Watched it a long time ago. Oh yeah, it has been a long time since I watched it too. But that episode where in Karuizawa always like will stay in my memory forever. They're just so cute. You like Hikaru for yourself? Honestly, Selena, same. You know
Same.
what? Haruhi
I
can be
agree
with
too.
Tamaki. I'll take Hikaru for myself. Oh, and Kyoya. How could I forget? What do you think
Kyoya.
of Kyoya?
I love him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually like Kyoya more than Tamaki. Like Tamaki is low-key
me
the
too.
lowest on the list for out of these three
because
for me.
Tamaki is Prince Charming, right?
He's realistically more here for me, but
You know what? Okay, after all this talk, yeah, we could put him lower.
we'll have Hikaru, Kyoya, Tamaki. That looks about right.
Yeah, that looks right.
Yeah, Kyoya's a smart ass. He's he's actually very appealing. I had a friend in middle school who was a huge like Kyoya fan. Like
Oh, me too.
Kyoya fans are like really, really, really crazy for him.
They really are. And I was at first I was like, I don't see the appeal, but then they opened my eyes and I was like, actually I do like Kyoya more.
He
What's your
has
thoughts on the English
a
dub?
different kind of appeal to the other two. I haven't watched the English dub. Have you?
I watched the English dub
Ooh.
and it was actually pretty decent. Except I couldn't like separate Tamaki's voice because Tamaki's voice actor was Vic Mignogna. And he just sounded exactly like Edward, and I was like, I can't separate. Yeah, also, you know, all of that stuff that happened. It's like, oh. that makes it even worse.
I haven't checked out the
Other
dub.
than that,
I usually don't go out
It's
of my way
pretty-
to watch dub unless, you know, it's like regarded to be like really, really good. Then I might check it out. But
Mhm.
no, I've only watched Orin High School Host Club in Japanese. It's hard for me to convince myself to watch it in dub even if I were to rewatch it. Because again, as I said earlier, Haruhi and Hikaru's VAs literally married. And just hearing them like talk to each other and be like, oh, this is Suzuki-san and Maya-san. They're so cute. It
you
adds
hear
to
them
the
flirt.
yeah, it adds to the enjoyment for me.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Because then it
Kyoya,
becomes meta.
Kyoya's great.
Mm-hmm.
I usually don't like Megane characters, but I quite like Kyoya actually.
I was about to say, like, is he the first Megane? But no, Hirotaka is on this
Hirotaka,
list.
we
There
also
aren't that
have
many. Are there only
Miyamura.
2?
Miyamura, I mean, gets rid of
Oh,
his glasses
Miyamura.
later, but I'm not a
Yeah.
huge fan of glasses, boys. What about you?
I've recently started liking them more. It
Ooh.
wasn't that big of an appeal for me before. And I'm
Mhm.
trying to remember which character is the one who switched me over.
I think I've always not really been into the Megane characters.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of prefer
it
it
doesn't really
more
add much.
when they usually don't wear glasses, but they'll wear it like sometimes, like maybe when they're like
Oh wait,
studying, they'll put it
Yeah.
on. That's what gets me.
yes. No, that's
Yeah,
me too. If they just
yeah.
start off with glasses, I'm like, eh.
Yeah.
But it's like, oh, different look?
How
let's
many
go.
more glasses boys do we have? One more. We have Yamada-kun and 2 boys from
Does
Yamada-kun.
Yamada wear? He doesn't wear glasses though.
Oh no, I'm talking about the other guy.
Oh, Eita.
Yeah, Eita-kun. What do you think of Yamada?
Okay.
I'm actually
Yamada. I love him. I do.
Yeah.
I do. But I don't think he'd be bestest boy. Well,
I feel
Okay,
like if
that's
I read the
hard.
manga, he might go here.
yeah, manga makes him.
Because it was the
bestest
manga that
boy.
turned Tamura-kun into a bestest boy for me, so.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I've seen in the anime so far, he's already, like, I love him so much. Which is weird again, because he's not my type. He literally has the same VA as, like, Miyamura.
He does.
But I'm sorry, guys. I prefer Yamada over Miyamura. I don't know why.
Same. I'm raising my hand. You can't see it.
I don't.
But
They have very similar vibes. Like, they're both, like, pretty quiet, black
Mm-hmm.
hair, both voiced by Uchi. But Yamada just has more gap moe. Oh my god.
yes, that's
I
the
think the reason-
appeal.
oh my god, earlier I was trying to explain why Miyamura doesn't appeal to me that much. I think Miyamura doesn't have enough gap moe for me. Like, he does have
Hmm.
gap moe, but it's not as frequent, I think, as
Mhm.
some other characters. So maybe that's why Miyamura doesn't hit me as hard. Yamada, though, Yamada's gap moe hits really hard. Oh my god,
It's so good.
did you finish the anime?
Yes, I did, and I'm caught up on the manga. I love.
I'm gonna
I love
catch up to the
Yamada.
manga. That's one of the next things I want to read. But oh my god, when he said "baretaka" in the last episode with that smile, I was like, "Ugh."
I was waiting all season for that moment,
The way
and
Uchi
it delivered
voiced
so well.
"baretaka" was so good.
Uchi, I'm so mad I'm not at AX. He's there.
See, I've actually met Uchi before, but he came to Australia for a Fate panel and a Fate panel only. So he was there, talked about Fate, and then left. Like,
Oh no!
he has all these
you get an
big
autograph?
roles, and he came just for Fate. No, I don't even think he had an autograph session. He just came for a Fate panel.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess Australia is close to Japan though, right? So it's not as big of a hike, is it? I have no idea.
I hope they'll call him over again, but not just for Fate next time. But yeah, I really
Well, he's
like
appearing in-
Yamada. Eita.
Okay, Eita.
I like him. He's a good boy.
I like him. He's between I like him and he's a good boy because he is a good boy.
Because I feel
But
like
I
only with
definitely-
the anime so far, I don't see too much appeal yet.
Mm-hmm.
He's a good wingman.
He is a
but-
good wingman. I'm trying to remember this.
I'm waiting for him to
Well-
get like his own like romance story, which I don't know if he's going to. I haven't read the manga, but so far he's just a wingman. Kind of goofy, pretty cute. I like him. He's a good boy.
Oh, sorry. Dog.
Oh.
I don't know if you heard her growl. My bad. Yeah, Ada would just be. He's a good boy.
Good wingman.
Mm-hmm.
Also voiced by Hanae Natsuki. I need to stop letting the voice actors dictate my taste. It shouldn't be relevant.
No, girl,
but...
go for it.
Alright,
Go for it.
Shadow. Yeah, we've talked about Shadow on Twitter.
We have.
What is Shadow?
Gosh, but he's done so much. I would put him in best boy.
I will actually agree with this one.
Yeah,
Shadow is the
I'll
same.
fight anybody.
Shadow is the same as Huck, kinda for me actually, where it's like looks wise and just like, you know, the type of character, like the character archetype he is. You know, he's like the quiet, cool, deep voice, black hair dude. Usually not my type, but he did so much for.
He sacrifices so much for her. I like literally last episode of that season I was screaming. I was like, I can't handle this. I need season 2 now, which luckily it's gonna start soon.
Oh my god, yeah. They ended on such a cliffhanger. Yeah,
Shadow's so
Shadow was a
good.
pleasant surprise for me. I didn't expect to like him that much. He's not
Wait, isn't
tsundere, but he's like the type of kudere that I actually like. It's like he appears to be kind of cold and distant, but he's actually one of the warmest, sweetest characters in the show. And seeing him get more and more attached to the heroine, and you know, like really like put his life on the line to help her, even though, you know, she literally already gave his wing back. Just seeing how much he cares about her made me fangirl a lot. Last episode was pain. I know, right? I need season 2 right now. I need season 2 right now. But yeah, Shadow, I agree. Bestest boy. What about Kato? I actually really like Kato.
I did too. I would just say I like him though. Like I didn't feel anything strongly. I was just glad somebody was like being nice to her.
Yeah, someone who's not.
I was like, finally,
someone who doesn't turn out to be a bitch. Finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like Cat's character design, and his name is literally Cat. I love cats.
There's a lot going for you here.
He's kind of a tsundere, and I like my tsunderes. So sadly, he hasn't really gotten like, you know, too much screen time or like a lot of space to shine.
Not a lot of development.
Yeah. So for now, he's just I like him.
Yeah.
What about the pink hair boy? This is Sugar Apple Fairy Tale.
Yep.
Which is a recent one.
I don't know why I'm suspicious of him.
I
think it's because he's just so nice. And I'm like, this can't be happening.
Like, I guess for what we have seen so far, I'd say he's a good boy.
Yeah,
but
I'd say that.
Is he really? I'm traumatized.
Like, I'm just like, what are you hiding? You are too nice to her. No one's been nice to her.
Like, every time anybody is nice to the main girl, I'm just like, are they gonna turn out to be an asshole? Because that seems to be a pattern so far.
Right?
Yeah.
Hopefully
for
he
now,
shows up well.
For now, I quite like him. He's also voiced by Uemura Yuto. That's a plus. I'd put him in. He's a good boy tier. Alright, Reliana.
Noah. Haha. Oh, sorry. Noah.
Is Troy still here? We have some viewers who really like Umehara Yuichiro. Ume, there he is.
Good taste. Based.
He's definitely gonna be in the high one of the high tiers, but which one is the question?
Ah, man, I would say Noah is so good though. So like, have you read the manga?
I have not read the web novel.
Okay. Oh yeah, the webtoon. Okay, where would you put Noah? Based on what you know of him.
I feel like he's not there yet to be bestest boy, so probably here is where I'd put him. And I love him so much.
I love him so much.
I really like him. He's very promising so far. I'm interested to get to know him more. But again, like all I've watched is, 12 episodes in the anime, and haven't really seen like the full story yet. So I wouldn't put him in bestest boy yet, because he's technically not my type on paper. But again, it's the same as like Shadow and Hak, where might not be my type, but something about him got to me, like the way he teases her, like the way he's like really confident, also his voice, Umehara Yuichiro power.
I'd agree with I love him so much, at least because like now I'm rereading the webtoon, because I remember like thinking he was like probably best boy territory before, but now I'm rereading it and I'm like trying to figure out like, is he actually best boy? But I love him so much fits him. For sure for me.
He's sexy,
he's hot,
he's confident.
Yes, confident.
Yeah. Confidence is sexy. I think that might be one of the other reasons why Miyamura doesn't appeal to me as much. Maybe I need to read the manga. I know he becomes more and more comfortable and more confident later, but he starts off very unconfident in himself, and I think Miyamura is more of a I want to be friends with you and tell you like what's great about you and make you feel more comfortable about yourself than I would date you. That's how I feel about Miyamura, I guess. So yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah,
because he is a little
I kind of just want to be friends with
I think
Miyamura.
Even towards the end he's a bit of a pushover. Unfortunately.
Yeah, Noah would be pretty high tier. What about Adamu?
Probably the same tier.
Yeah,
honestly.
He's so cute.
He is.
He doesn't get like much screen time, and honestly doesn't even talk much. But from what I've seen, he's really cute. Seems sweet. I think it's cute that he likes sweets. Yeah, I want to give him head pads. I like that he's like
totally
really cute.
Big Gatmoe here.
Yeah, he's cute, but he also is like strong AF. That Gatmoe.
And he's so protective of Raeliana.
Yeah.
Like I was surprised that he like turned around to her, because it's just like, because they've been saying like, oh, he only listens to Noah,
Yeah,
and then
it's really
Raeliana's
cute.
like, help me, and she's like, okay, I got
It's really
you.
cute. I actually like him a lot. I want them to give him more screen time. Is Raeliana like season 2 or anything confirmed?
They haven't confirmed it, and I'm so sad because like I got my roommate into anime through Raeliana, and she's like, "Where's the rest of it?" I was like, "I can't confirm or deny if there's going to be
I have to
more."
go and read the web novel.
I know.
I need to know.
Pretty
I hear
much.
there's like really crazy plot twists later, so
Yeah,
might go
like
check out
the
web
anime
novel.
just barely touched on the story, and I'm like, it needs more. They need more context. Like, please, season
we
2.
didn't even see Beatrice, so
Yeah, barely saw her. Oh gosh, Kaname.
Kaname. Honestly, I don't really deserve to judge because I actually haven't watched Vampire Night properly, but from what I've seen, Kaname is a...
I agree. No, he is a no for me.
He's so creepy.
Yeah, like at first I thought I was gonna like him, and then I was like, no, this is. I can't even say anything because of spoilers, but I'm like, it's really bad. Yeah,
But
like
yeah,
he's.
from what I've seen, Kaname feels kind of like a red flag, if not still kind of creepy, so he's a no for me. Zero though? Again, like
Zero though.
I don't know much, but he would be in this tier for me. Like, he's a good boy.
He's a good boy. Like, I don't know that I really like him enough to put him in I like him, but he's a good boy, and he's probably better. Well, he's better than Kaname for
I
sure.
definitely prefer him over Kaname. Also voiced by Miyano Mamoru.
Hey, yo! Is Miyano Mamoru still active? I feel like I haven't seen his name for a while.
I think he is, but definitely not as active as he used to be in so many anime, yeah. I feel like a lot of the kind of boys that Mamo-chan would have voiced in the past are like voiced by Uchida Yuma now. Like we have like a new generation of VA is what it seems like right now. Yeah. Right. Tokyo Mew Mew.
Tokyo Mew Mew. Okay.
I rewatched a little bit recently and he is
so I haven't.
He is the top. But you haven't watched Tokyo Mew Mew?
I read Tokyo Mew Mew like forever ago. But I have not rewatched it, so I don't remember anymore.
I rewatched the reboot and it was not really good and I got really disappointed. I was like, I don't remember it to be this bad. I thought it was better. And then I rewatched the original and I was like, oh wait, the original was still good. So it's just the reboot.
Better.
It's just the reboot sucks.
Oh,
but yeah.
dang. That sucks.
I think his name was Ryo. He's probably
it's Ryo.
He's probably my favorite. Yeah, he's probably my favorite out of all of the Tokyo Mew Mew boys. I'm not gonna lie, Aoyama's kind of forgettable. He's literally the main love interest for, Ichigo, but like he's either forgettable or I'll give him good boy at most, but honestly he's kind of just forgettable. He's a good boy, but he's so forgettable.
He doesn't play too much of a part.
Like he doesn't really have a personality compared to the other boys.
No.
Kishu though, okay. What do you think of Kishu?
Okay.
If you remember.
Kishu. I am trying to hold on. I'm on my anime list.
He's a bad boy, but I'll take it was made for Kishu, in my opinion.
Actually, yes, I do remember. I did like he's by Nobu. No wonder. Yeah, he's a bad boy, but I'll take it.
In the reboot, he's voiced by Nobu. There's something about Kishu that's so attractive. Like, he's so toxic, he's toxic alien boy. But I'll take it.
He's trying so hard to be like senpai notice me, basically.
He's so toxic.
He is.
But
yeah.
He's I kind of feel for him.
I'm reading it really quick and I'm like, okay.
That hurts. Best boy but forgettable. You mean Aoyama? Aoyama is just basic. Like, guys, I'm really sorry, but sometimes just being a nice boy isn't enough. Like, especially maybe in IRL, Aoyama would be my top pick. Actually, Ryo would still be my top pick, even if it was IRL. But I don't know. Like, his personality is just really bland, which is like there's nothing. It's same with like Tadase, like the guy from Shugocal earlier. He's a good boy. Like, he hasn't done anything wrong, but his personality is just quite bland. And there's nothing that stands out, so they're forgettable. I'm sorry. He does treat her really well, though. Like, Aoyama treats Ichigo really, really well, but I don't know. He's just boring.
You can be a nice boy and be boring. It happens a lot, actually. Yeah. But, yeah.
Aren't schoolboys kind of debuff on this list? No? We have some schoolboys in like the top tier. Hikaru's a schoolboy.
We have a lot of schoolboys in
we have a lot of schoolboys. These are all schoolboys. So it's more about their personality, I think. Oh, here's another schoolboy. We have Kazehaya.
Kazehaya.
Kimi ni Todoke.
Kimi ni Todoke. He doesn't rank very high for me.
Oh, interesting. He's actually... I remember how I told you I looked at a popularity ranking...
Is he top?
He was number 1 on a Japanese popularity ranking for like Shoujo Manga Ikemen you wanna date. I feel like he's a realistic pick. Like if he's a realistic judging pick. Based on how we've kind of judged everyone so far, he'd be in like maybe I like him. But if we're picking like say who we would date, he would be a lot higher because he is such a green flag.
Oh yeah.
He's a walking green flag.
Same. Like, I just remember him being like a very good boy, and it's been a long time since I've watched or read Kimi ni Todoke. But like, like his relationship with Sawako was like very wholesome, but I think I was more invested in her friend the guy who's like into baseball.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like the side couple more as well.
Yeah. I like both of her friends as like potential relationships.
But yeah,
Even the one-
Kazehaya is the greenest of flags indeed.
He
He's so
is.
kind, like genuinely kind, treats everyone equally, is so respectful, does not judge people based on like, you know, outward things like appearance, and he's just good. Yeah, very dateable in a realistic kind of sense.
Very, yes.
Yeah, but I guess you
Agreed.
can also say there's not much punch to his personality. So he
He's
wouldn't
good boy.
be super high. He's kind of the same as Miyamura for me, where it's like, I think I would rate Miyamura higher if he was not up against all these supernatural beings. I think in a
True.
realistic sense, Miyamura is great too. Yeah, Kazehaya is also really good in a realistic sense. But
Yeah.
too bad 2D boys are not real.
Right? I wonder if you girls could reconsider Eita-kun one higher.
I'll have to read the manga. So far, he's just a good boy. Because he hasn't really had like any romance as well. So I can't really... I want to
hasn't.
know what Eita would be like in a relationship. Like if he liked someone, how would he approach that? Because I feel like his personality is such a mystery right now. Like I don't really...
His personality is about his sister. So
He's a shizuko.
let's be real. Which is not bad. It's just like there is no romance with
Yeah.
him right now.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna read
Yeah.
Yamada-kun manga. Yamada-kun, Oshinoko, and Blue
Ooh.
Period are the 3 things on my to-read list right now. I'm probably gonna
You
read
haven't read
Yamada
Oshinoko
first.
yet?
I tend to read through romance faster.
It's a fast read.
Alright, we have 3 series left.
Hey.
Have you watched Lovely
Alright, is
Complex?
this Lovely Complex? I haven't yet, but I know
my God,
that
you
this boy is
haven't?
so good.
He's the
I need
bestest
to
boy.
catch up. He's the bestest boy? Okay. Well
He
then
is
I
the
need to
bestest
watch
boy.
I need to read Lovely Complex next.
Actually, please do. I actually showed some of my viewers in a watch along Lovely Complex because I always say Lovely Complex is my favorite romance. Like,
Really?
if we're talking about pure just romance writing, Lovely Complex is my number one. There is not another show where I like the romance more. I just think the development of like friend to lover between Otani and Koizumi is portrayed so well. It's so realistic. It's not all happiness and rainbows. Like they have a lot of struggles and things don't all go well, but they overcome it. And I don't know, I just love the journey. I really love the friend to lover progression in Lovely Complex. I love how the whole like concept is, right? He's really short and she's really tall, so they break through that barrier of like social stigma. Like the guy has to be taller than a girl. Like, oh, I have to be with a guy who's taller than me. Oh, I have to be a girl who's shorter than me. I love the way they
Right.
break through that stigma and they break through that appearance, like judging who you would consider a romantic partner based on appearance. I really like that.
Me too. Then that means I should watch this.
Please do, it's so good.
I
Otani. Yeah. Otani is definitely like bestest boy tier. He has to be here. He's so good. He's one of my favorite shoujo boys ever. It's like
Okay, I'll definitely.
he's
I need to know why he's bestest boy. I mean, I could kind of get it just from your description.
he's just a good person in general, but he's not perfect. Like he is flawed, and I think that's what makes him even better. And the fact that he's flawed, I think, makes him better because he tries to be better. Like when he realizes that he did something that hurt someone, he tries to make up for it. And so I'd say he's like good in a really realistic kind of way. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the
So
manga
should I read the
probably
manga or should I
expresses
watch
it a
the
bit
anime?
better. The manga probably
Okay.
expresses it a bit better, but the anime, they speak Kansai Ben. So you get to
for real?
enjoy, yeah, you get to enjoy the comedy
Cool.
with Kansai Ben, which I think makes the tsukomi bokeh, like the slapstick comedy, a lot more enjoyable because it's a great comedy too. So I still recommend the anime for the voice acting.
I'll probably end up just consuming both.
But yeah, they're one of the
I'll let you
cutest
know.
couples in shoujo, in my opinion. I love them so much. I
I'm
love
like pulling it up
Otani and
on
Koizumi.
Kindle now.
Kansai
Okay.
pen, yeah.
Oh man.
Now it's Inuyasha time. So I'll
Alrighty.
leave this to Jemi because I have actually never watched Inuyasha.
Okay, all right. So, Inuyasha. Oh, I'm like flashbacking to younger Jemi when I had a big crush on Inuyasha. But I would probably let's start with Inuyasha then, because Sesshomaru is a little bit more debatable. But Inuyasha, right? I would say, is he best boy material, or is he I love him so much?
He's a tsundere, isn't he? From what I've seen.
He's kind of a tsundere. Yeah, he's a tsundere. I wouldn't say bestest boy. I love him so much. I would say that because like he had a little bit of a stint where he was like, I don't understand. Are these feelings for my ex-girlfriend or for my current girlfriend? Even though neither of them are really my girlfriend. So but grumble. But when he turns around, like he cares a lot about his girl, which is like what I'm looking for. Like yes, he's like very passionate, very hot-headed, but in a good way.
That sounds sweet.
Yeah, like luckily he does have anger issues.
Oh.
But he's learning. But considering his past, it's like, okay, I kind of get that. He didn't really have like real parental figures. Yeah, but okay, so to Sesshomaru though.
He's pretty.
He's so pretty.
I'd put him in I like him just for his character design. He's so pretty. But I don't know anything about his personality, so I have to leave it to you.
Oh, yo, he's probably more toxic than Inuyasha. Well, not probably. He's definitely more toxic than Inuyasha. Because he's like so they're brothers, right? He's the older brother. Wait, do you know the like kind of what he is?
I actually didn't know they were brothers. You're telling me Inuyasha is an ototo?
Well, yeah, he's an ototo, so they're half brothers.
I didn't know Inuyasha was an ototo. Well, I guess he should be in I love him so much tier then. I love younger.
Oh yeah,
brother
that
characters.
is. He does not call him Oni-san though, because
Sag.
Sesshomaru's mom is also a yokai, but Inuyasha's mom is not a yokai, so they're half. But Sesshomaru's jealous of Inuyasha because their father gave Inuyasha the more violent sword. So like the stronger, more offensive one, but he gave Sesshomaru the healing sword, and Sesshomaru's like, my name literally means circle of death. Why am I getting the healing sword? I don't understand. And so he tries to belittle Inuyasha and then beat him up so that he could get his sword.
So he's kind of mean. Should I put him as a
they're
bad
mean to
boy,
each
but I'll
other.
take it then?
I was gonna say that, yeah. He's definitely a bad boy. And it's a little contentious now just because of Yashahime, because who he ends up with is like what people were hoping not for. But I was like, it's kind of obvious though.
I don't know anything about him. I just think he's pretty, so whatever you say.
Oh, yeah.
Sounds like he's kind of toxic.
I'd say he's toxic.
Doesn't sound like a good brother.
Oh no, he's not a good brother.
Yeah.
There's like, he has some moments where he like, I guess just because like he ends up like hanging around humans more. He warms up, but he used to be like, I'm a yokai, I'm the lord of this area, I like big ego. But yeah, the boy that can't transform is best boy in Inuyasha. Huh?
I don't know any of the
Shippo.
main boys in Inuyasha, so I just picked these two because I know what they look like, but it's so hard to like try and watch Inuyasha now because there's so many episodes.
Oh, it's so long, and then there's so many fillers.
Yeah.
I mean, such as anime from back then. But yeah,
wait,
you did miss you did forget Inuyasha's love rival, but that's fine.
Wait,
We
who
don't
is
really need to talk
Inuyasha's
about
love
Koga.
rival? I thought these two. I thought this was Inuyasha's love rival. So
No, they're siblings. Koga is Inuyasha's love rival. He's a wolf yokai.
oh,
But he like well, actually I don't think you'd like him very much because he falls in love with Kagome, like the main girl, instantly.
Oh no, I don't like love
Yeah.
at first sight.
Right? That's what I was like, maybe
Yeah.
that's not. But like, have you heard of Miroku?
Nope.
He's the monk in the party, and he's like very, very skibbe. Like, yeah. But if you ever hear like somebody talking about like anybody going around being like, would you bear my child? That's from Miroku.
He goes around saying that?
Yeah, he has a reason, but it's like it's not an excuse, man.
That's so weird.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a good guy though. He's a trash guy, but he's a good guy eventually.
I haven't watched Inuyasha, so I didn't put too many of them on this list.
No, that's fair.
Jemi, you said you started watching Romantic Killer. Do you know the guys or do you only know Kazuki?
I think I only know Kazuki,
Ah.
but hold on, I'm pulling up the
There's
list.
Kazuki,
right now.
and then there's the childhood friend, and then there's the rich pretty boy. We're gonna end on Romantic Killer, one of my recent favorites, because I was just rewatching it yesterday, and that's why I added it in last minute. Ume, yeah, Kazuki's voiced by Ume.
Nah.
Kazuki is
wonder I
actually
liked
a
him.
bestest boy for me. But I think
Yeah?
if you
Oh, good.
if you haven't watched till the end, you probably won't see, because it's like he's perfect. He's so good. His relationship with Anzu made me cry in one of the later episodes. I just think he's so genuine, and he cooks. Men who cook.
Oh, okay.
That's so
Plus
sexy.
1. Well, plus 5, really.
Poor guy. Yeah, like he's lived his whole life being judged by other people, whether it's in a positive way or a negative way, for his appearance. And like when he's with Anzu, he can be himself, right? Because he knows Anzu won't treat him any differently just because he's hot. And I actually just really like his regular personality. Like he's sweet. He's really sweet and really nice, and will take care of you. He's very responsible, but you know, he'll get a little competitive sometimes, and
Ooh.
he teases you sometimes as well. I don't know. I just really like how they wrote his character. He actually feels, what do you call?
He sounds fun.
He's a great character. Like he's supposed to be an ikemen, like really, really, really hot. So hot to the point where he'll walk down the streets and everyone will be looking at him. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't even find his character design that hot. I just like his personality. And again, he's voiced by Ume, so that's a bonus.
That is a big bonus.
And he can cook. He lives by himself.
Oh.
So he can not only cook, but also he can do all of the necessities. He can do the laundry, he can clean, he can take care of himself, you know?
Oh, that's awesome. He does the cooking, he does the cleaning. I
His
need
voice.
that.
I really like Kazuki. He'd be a top tier for me. The other two boys though, what do you think of them based on what they look like? There's a childhood friend who's like he's the ace of the baseball team.
He looks forgettable to me.
It's forgettable. He looks
forgettable, but I don't know if he is.
He looks forgettable, but I like him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Because
good.
I mean, first of all, he's a childhood friend,
Okay, true.
so that kind of already puts him there for me. But again, he's also just like a genuinely sweet guy. But that's why he's not any higher than I like him. Because there isn't like too much more.
He's the easy route.
Easy route, I mean.
Is he?
Because he already likes Anzu to begin with.
Oh, okay.
So I think with his name is Junta. I think with Junta, more so than how much I like him, I think his character arc and his addition to the story made me like Anzu more. Like, it made me like the heroine more, because the whole reason why he likes her is because she never judged him for how he was. Because, okay, he grows up and becomes like good looking, really tall, and like he's like the ace of the baseball team and becomes popular. But when he was a kid, he was like, you know, people like didn't want to play with him because he wasn't like, he was like, I guess not conventionally attractive, and he was like kind of a little bit like overweight and stuff like that. So people, you know, judged him and looked down on him and wouldn't hang out with him just because of how he looked. And Anzu never cared about that. And Anzu always would like hang out with him and play games with him, because to Anzu, how somebody looks doesn't matter, right? And he is literally that meme where it's like, if you didn't love me at my this, you don't deserve me at my this. He's that.
Really? Okay. You've sold him on me. Or yeah.
He's literally that. Yeah.
I already like him from how you're describing him.
He picked up baseball because Anzu praised him about something that he didn't even realize himself. So Anzu's kind of like a saving light in his life. Like, she made him want to work hard and, you know, become a better version of himself. And he had this massive glow up because Anzu was there for him and believed in him and never judged, you know, him for how he looks. So I think his relationship with Anzu is really wholesome as well, so I quite like him. Yeah. The glow up
I like him
story.
already just from this. Okay, I'm ready to watch Romantic Killer.
Let's go
and
finish
Lovely
it.
Conflict.
Finish it.
Yes, I will.
And then the last boy is, I can't believe we're ending on Rich Pretty Boy, but this is Rich Pretty Boy, voiced by...
Is he up there?
Is voiced by Hanae Natsuki.
Hanae Natsuki.
I'm not gonna lie, he's a bitch in the beginning. Like, he's so annoying.
He looks like he would be.
Yeah, he's so annoying in the beginning. He's like, here is my car. Come on, get on. Don't you want to ride on?
Oh wait, I think I remember him.
Yeah. he had that personality. Because he's, you know, the spoiled rich boy. But he actually grew on me a lot because Anzu doesn't care about material things like, you know, someone good looking or rich. So she basically rejected all of his offers and advances, and that kind of caused him to start to learn more about common life. And he started working at like the convenience store, and then it's actually really...
It's starting to sound like Tamaki from Orano's Club.
It's actually really endearing. I think endearing is the best word to use here. I think it's very endearing to watch him go from this, you know, spoiled brat who treats everybody like they were not as good as him, to finding out that there's so much more to the world than what he thought there was. And he's pretty cute. I think he's cute. I do like him. Hijiri. I quite like him. He was able to compromise and change his values. Yeah, he's very endearing. But yeah, these two are not as high as Kazuki. Kazuki is the bestest boy in Romantic Killer, hands down.
Oh, good. Okay. Good thing he's the main lead.
And here is our tier list.
Yay!
Yay! I was like looking at the I like him tier, and I was like, were we being a bit too harsh? Did it?
Maybe. Well, in the beginning, I think it's just because, like, well, there's no one on the list yet.
True. Like, personally for me, Obi would be higher, but I feel bad for like putting Obi higher if I don't put Zen higher.
Just put Zen and Obi higher.
True. I guess we can do this.
There you go.
Yeah, because personally for me, Zen would be here and Obi would be here, and I'm sure it's like the opposite for some of you guys. So we'll just have both of them here.
That works.
Yeah.
I can compromise with that.
We gotta compromise. I'm surprised nobody pushed hard for Kazehaya, because again, Kazehaya was number 1 on that like Shoujo Manga guys I want to date list.
Yeah. Like, I wonder, like, has anybody in chat watched Kimi ni Todoke?
I think so, yeah. People were calling him a green flag.
Oh, true.
I'm glad nobody is triggered that we put the My Little Monster boys in Forgettable. I'm sure they were great boys. I just genuinely don't remember.
Mm-hmm.
And
I
Tadase,
don't think I
just,
really met many people that has watched Tonari no Kaibutsu-kun.
I think it's a show that a lot of people watched like a really, really long time ago. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, you forgot them too.
Forgot them
Chat.
too.
So I guess chat agrees with the forgettable. And,
Chicken best boy.
you know, toxic boys. The only one I was really, really worried about was Core, because again, I think we're on the rarer side, because a lot of people really like Core. Like he's pretty ikemen. He's voiced by Kaji Yuki. If you only watch the anime in particular, he just seems like a good hot boy. But when you read the manga, I'm like, nah.
I was like, what'd you do to Toma? What'd you guys do to Toma? Please.
I don't care how hot he is. He really pissed me off in the manga.
Mm-hmm. Same.
Yeah.
I insult Cole at any given time.
Let's go. You get me. But yeah, everybody else on the no tier is like, I think, a given. Like, you know, Kyoya, Shigure, Takumi, Kaname. They're pretty much all like regarded as toxic boys in the shoujo world. So some people might put Kishu in this tier as well, but I kind of like Kishu.
I remember enjoying his character.
He was toxic but endearing.
There are those types.
Yeah. Toma better for real. So true. That's why Toma is higher. Toma's a good boy. I'd actually almost put Toma in here. I really like Toma.
Same. Wait, where was he before? Where did you put him?
We put him in, he's a good boy, but
Oh, good boy.
I think he deserves to be
Actually, considering,
in like, I like him.
now that we've kind of like spread out the list more, I would say that too.
I think Goda should be higher too. Yeah? It's kind of weird because like I could put all of these guys into I like him because I don't dislike any of them.
It's just that they're just slightly less, I guess. That sounds really bad.
Because I remember really actually liking Toma. I just don't know if I'd say I love him. But these characters, I guess I didn't particularly really like them. I just thought they were good boys. At least for like so far. I need to read more of the manga. I feel like if I read more of the manga, I'd like this guy more. Because so far he's like really promising. Same with Eda.
I've seen like some screen caps of the manga that include him, and I'm like, it's gotten me close enough to like pick up the manga again. Because I'm like, I need to know. I need context.
I think this is a pretty good list. Guys,
Yeah.
our opinion is final. We're not taking any criticism.
Nope.
Who's that
Not
Megane
open to
guy?
constructive
Which
criticism.
Megane guy? There's a lot of Megane guys on this list. If you
Got
had to pick
at least
one
3.
boy on this list, who would be your favorite?
Oh.
I guess before we end, we'll decide on an ultimate shoujo boy.
Are you asking me or are you asking chat?
All of everyone, you, me, chat, we all pick one boy. If we could take away one boy on this list for ourselves, who do you
For
want?
ourselves. Man, my default would probably be Haku.
Base choice.
Yes. How about you?
It's
Siki?
actually really hard. Like Cross says, I mean, yeah, romantically, normally, it depends on what I'm looking for, I guess.
Yeah,
Let me
that's
see.
true.
It's also hard for me to say, yes, I want him to a Taken character. I know this is so stupid, but I have trouble, like, claiming boys that are Taken as, like, mine, if that makes sense. Which
I get you completely.
that's probably why I'm always like into the second lead, because if they have, you know, if they have a
they're free.
girlfriend, they're not free, and I feel bad saying like they're mine.
That's fair.
In the end, which were the must watch? Akatsuki no Yona
Akatsuki no Yona for sure.
and Fruits Basket.
Yeah,
the
I think those are the ones that we talked about the
yeah,
most.
I think those are the two that Jemi and I both like agree that are like super good and you guys should all check out. And then my personal recommendations, or like the ones that I want Jemi to finish, are Lovely, Complex, and Romantic Killer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm thinking if I have like any that really stand out, other than Akatsuki no Yona and Fruits
Akayona,
Basket.
Furuba, top tier, so true, so true.
Yeah, honestly, probably Kaguya.
あ、フルーツバスケット見始めたんですか？いや、めっちゃいいんですよ。最後のところに行くともうほんと泣ける。Fruits Basket is just like it starts off comfy kinda and then it just, what is this pain? What is this trauma?
Right.
What is like it's overall altogether
Like I didn't
it's
sign
such,
up for this.
It's such a good series. Everybody needs to watch Fruits Basket and
For
Akayona.
real.
I guess
Yes.
if I were to pick one, I'd probably pick Keith because he was made for me.
I was gonna say, I was like, is it Keith?
Yeah, probably Keith because he's technically not taken because, you know, Katarina has a harem. If she ends up with someone else, then Keith is free for me.
True.
It would be Keith or Tamura-kun. I don't know if Tamura-kun ends up with someone else later in the manga. I didn't finish the manga, but yeah, probably Keith. Keith would be my boy.
Mm-hmm. Very fitting.
Furuba is depression, but I love it. So true. That's exactly how I feel about Fruits Basket. It's depression, but I love it.
Mm-hmm. It hurts so good.
It hurts so good. That is a perfect way to describe it. Mm-hmm.
It makes me feel things that I wouldn't have felt before.
Yeah.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, overall, shoujo is just such a good genre. Guys, if you've only watched Kaguya and Horimiya on this list, please check out actual shoujo. Just saying, Horimiya and Kaguya are not shoujo. They both have good boys, but I still think there's something special about the boys in shoujo. Like, Otani is so good. It's...
Oh, you know, like, honorable mention is probably Kami-sama Kiss.
Mhm.
Just because the story gets super intricate.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. What we started
Kami-sama
out
Kid
with.
is really good too. I want to like recommend everything on this list, honestly.
Yeah.
Like I really want people to check out. Let's see if I had to pick one more. I want people to check out Nana, but Nana's depression. It's such a meaningful story though.
It is.
It's
And
such
you
a
just
meaningful
watch it all
story,
together.
but
We
it
can
is
hold each other's
depression.
hands.
Maybe Kono Oto Tomare. Kono Oto Tomare is really underrated.
Mm.
It's actually so good.
It is.
Yeah.
I was surprised like no one had really watched it.
Shoujo
was
is so
watching it.
good, yeah. I'm hoping I could get some more of like my girlies to drop by today so we can all argue on who is best husbando, but thank you, Suzu and Serena, for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Love Kono Oto Tomare. Yeah, Kono Oto Tomare is
Yeah.
so good. My boys,
Uh-huh.
I hope you found some new anime recommendations. I tried to like not go on a tangent on every single show and explain why you should watch it because then it's gonna be like a 6-hour stream. I think we're slightly on time, better than what I usually do. We can end.
Yeah, we did pretty good.
We can end at 4 hours. That's pretty good. Not like when I collabed with Alta and we just went for like 6 hours. But yeah.
But it's a fun time. Yeah.
If you want to walk away with a few recommendations, Akatsuki no Yona and the Fruits Basket are Jemi and my top recommendations. Jemi also recommends Kami-sama Kiss. I also recommend Lovely Complex and Romantic Killer. I think those are the top ones that I really want people to check out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hi, Serena. We just finished making the whole tier list. We're able to keep it within 4 hours. I'm kind of proud.
Yo, let's go.
It's so hard for me to like keep my streams within a contained time.
Well, I'm glad we were able to get through everything.
Yeah, I got
See-
through everything. It was a pretty good amount. I think it was just right.
Mm-hmm.
Probably missed a few shows, but this feels just right. on time as usual. Definitely watch Romantic Killer now. Please do. It's so good. I'm actually rewatching it right now. Probably gonna go back and do that after I end the stream actually while I work on some things. It's so good. Once you get to the end, it's very emotional. Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. I'm excited.
Yeah. Jemi, thank you for doing this collab with me.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. This was so much fun. I've been looking forward to this like for the past week. So.
It's been so long since I got to talk about shoujo with someone. It was so good. Because a lot of the times I start talking about shoujo and then my chat's just like, haven't watched it. What's that? Haven't watched it. And I'm like, pain. Pain.
That's me with my chat too. No one watches shoujo.
How to get more girlies or how to convert your male viewers into shoujo enjoyers. We need to come up with a plan to convert male viewers into shoujo enjoyers.
Yes, we'll do something. We'll plan another collab stream that'll help with this
Maybe
agenda.
Another time we can do a idol boy tier list. We'll have Idol 7 and Stars and all those. That would be fun as well. Oh, an otome boy tier list. That would be fun too.
Oh my gosh, you're speaking my language. Yes, let's do it. Time for Tears of Themis. Oh, sorry.
Tears of Themis.
I've just been binging Tears of Themis for the past 3 days, and I'm like,
Tears of Themis is so good.
Are you play?
Yeah, I'm Luke, best boy.
Ah, yes. Luke was my best boy for a long time, but I've been seeing appeal in Artem lately.
Artem is my second favorite.
At first I thought he was boring, and then he got better.
No, Artem, I get you. Luke, best boy, and Artem is my second favorite. It's all of the boys are so good. I actually am quite behind on the story. I need to catch up to it as well.
I think they just released chapter 9. I'm trying to catch up on like the dates and stuff, but
it's one of the only games where I still remember to do my dailies. Yeah, the art is so good.
That's so good.
Yeah, if we ever do a otome boy tier list, we can definitely include Tears of Themis as well, because it is an otome game.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm down.
Let's go. It was so fun. I'm gonna be doing another tier list this week for end of season anime review. So many tier lists this week.
Oh, yo, that's gonna be so fun.
Tier lists are so
tune
fun.
in.
You'll tune in. Looking forward to it. I always don't know how to wrap up a collab.
I'm not sure either.
Alright guys, make sure go follow Jemi on Twitch. She streams on Twitch. Jemi, what do you usually stream? Tell everyone. Oh my god, the movement!
I do have movement that my mama blessed me with hands. That move. But I normally stream on Twitch, so www.twitch.tv/JemiRoka, just my name. And I do post videos on YouTube sometimes. I don't stream on there, but you can find me on here also. Username also is JemiRoka. Basically, just all my socials are the same. So, but thank you so much for having me again, Edu.
Yeah,
this was a lot of fun.
Thank you for joining me. Make sure to go check out Jemi. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Maybe found some new shoujo anime that you can go check out. Go do your homework, and maybe you can come back and rewatch this VOD and be like, huh, you know what? I agree with this take, or I disagree with this take, and you can tell me in the comments. Yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait to see the arguments.
Have a really good time. Thank you for being here, Suzu. We needed like, at least one girly in chat that can get us. Thanks for the collab, Jemi and Edu. Thank you everybody for coming.
Right,
I hope you had fun. I don't know when I'll be streaming next. Probably on Friday. That's usually how I do things. Probably be streaming again on Friday and the weekend. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next stream. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Atsueru. I wish I had hands. I guess Jemi can wave for me.
Hold on, I got both.
Can you wave for
hands
me?
for both
Thank
of us.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'll see you again in my next stream. Thank you for watching. また次の配信で会いましょう。I'll see you again in my next stream. Thank you for watching. また次の配信で会いましょう。I'll see you again in my next stream. Thank you for watching. また次の配信で会いましょう。I'll see you again in my next stream. Thank you for watching. また次の配信で会いましょう。I'll see you again in my next stream. Thank you for watching. また次の配信で会いましょう。I'll see you again in my next stream. Thank you for watching.